guy who's about to fight you right now is on the purest form of fentanyl. Like, he's got to know who you are.
That's why he pulled up on me. I had a great morning. And then this guy, I think because he saw my car, so he doubled back and just like, Izzy, 1 ounce. And in New Zealand, that's like, well, you and me, one-on-one, let's go. And I started laughing and I was thinking like, bro, I fight for millions. I'm not gonna knock your ass out for free. And he goes, nah, I fight for free. I fight for the streets, for my pride. And I was thinking, you're stupid. You're stupid. At the end, you see me spit at him and he just looks down like, and then I realized you're not gonna do shit. If he spat back at me, then it's on. But again, I'm glad I had a good day. I don't like street fights. I don't like confrontation, but if you bring the problem, then I'm gonna solve the problem. I realized this because it happened to Anderson, it's happened to Jones, it's happened to a lot of the greats. The longer you defend the belt, the less risk you take.
Do you care about the Strickland fight?
Come on, man.
Yeah, you want that back.
Come on, man. I know me, and I know where I was during that fight week and all that. And again, that was his time. It was his week. But the whole fight just felt like a weird dream. I know I'm gonna be a great dad, but because I was talking to Alex about it before, and
You getting...
No, hold on. Listen,
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Flagrant. Yo, I'm saying this. I don't know if this is based on anything, but I think that you might be the most recurring guest that we've had on Flagrant.
Oh, wow. Gotta be. This is your fourth, fifth time?
Yeah. We got Stylebender in the
Yeah. We need an award. We need a trophy.
Yeah, we need to give you something very
Or maybe
special.
a blue chew pill or something.
Yeah. Is there a blue chew pill anywhere that you could possibly take? Should you take it now?
No,
and then we just see what happens?
I'll pop one with you. Let's go halvesies.
Just like, yeah, guys.
Okay, let's go.
Shit just be popping off, man. You know, about this movie. Oh, yeah. No, we won't do that. We won't do that. We'll leave it.
Listen, bro. First of all, we missed you. It's great to see you again.
Yeah. You know, I can see there's a lot of growth as well, even just as we've been here.
Yeah, shout out Blue Chew.
We gotta say something else that's very important because, and Mark, you already spilled the beans, but we can say it. You know, we brought Israel Adesanya on the podcast to say, congratulations, Mark.
Thank you, guys.
No, Mark got a baby. Mark had a little baby boy.
My dude's here. Yeah, it's awesome.
Do you have a name locked in yet?
We have a name.
Okay.
We have a name locked in.
You want to reveal it now? Or?
No, but it's
gonna
our
be an
name.
asshole.
I don't want, people are going to look him up. You're going to steal his identity and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Nobody give a f.
No,
What do you think you are? Andrew? Okay, so you want to keep the name private.
Let's steal the feature identity.
Does it even have a birth certificate? Like, what?
That's the thing. No, he was born at home, so we had to forge
water
it.
birth.
Yeah, not even water, just air, fire.
So you just caught it like a football?
Yeah, she pulled it out like.
She was standing?
She was like kneeling. She was kneeling. And then I was behind her, and then she was just like,
Yo,
Were you guys ready for it?
Wild. That's one of those things where you're just in the moment, and then you just hear dunk, and you're like, was I supposed to?
for
Was
real?
it like just happened randomly, or you were prepared and that was how you guys were meant to do
No,
it?
she's a midwife that does home birth, so she was like, this is how I want to do it. But I was afraid. I thought it was going to be a butt fumble situation.
Yeah.
Like, I thought I was going to like slip out. Like, who's on first?
Okay, wow. Okay, so you're a dad now.
Yeah, it was awesome. During the labor,
We
the
call
worst
him
part.
daddy now.
Yeah, daddy. Daddy.
I
You got
stubbed my
daddy.
toe during the labor.
Oh, it must have been so hard for you. Oh, man. That's the pain that you must have endured during the labor.
I swear to God, bro. Like, she's having a contraction, and she's like, yo, I gotta go pee. I gotta go to the bathroom. So I was like, all right. I'm like guiding her over, and then I hit my toe on the side of the bed, my pinky toe. Not like that's the worst one to hit.
Yeah, of course.
And so I take her over. You've been hitting the pinky toe.
Oh, heaps. Connor pulled out the fight with Michael Chandler because of his...
But now you get it.
Exactly.
Now you understand what it's like.
See? Exactly. As a fighter.
Relatable.
Yeah. And so we went into the bathroom, and I'm like standing there, like wincing, like standing on my toe, like, fuck. And then she has a contraction.
Oh, no.
And then she looks at me and she's like, what's wrong? What's wrong? And I was like, nothing. You're doing great. And I had to push it down in that moment. But I told her after, once the baby came out.
Once the baby was out.
Yeah, I was like, yo, I
and
really fucked
everything
my
was
toe
good.
up.
She understand?
Yeah. She got me ice and made food and stuff. So, yeah.
You got to keep them working.
Real one. Yeah.
They get a little bored if they're not, still working every second.
Yeah.
When are you gonna have some babies already?
Me, I don't know when. Maybe I already have some.
That was my first thought.
I don't know, man.
Okay.
China was wild, bro.
Whoa! Do you, when you're in China, do you just shoot them up?
Nah, it's not even that. It's just it was a different time. I was younger and less responsible.
Yeah,
But
I don't feel like you're a condom guy.
I am now.
That's crazy.
I learned.
What's that? Ball laughing? Was that ball laughing? I don't know why Vala laughed.
I mean,
Vala's like, how does he know? We had fun in New Zealand.
That's all. Yeah, I'm responsible. I'm a responsible.
You're
adult.
responsible. Yeah.
But
in China, you could go. I mean,
but
they'll abort after birth in China. It's not like
Wait, they do what?
they'll kill the baby.
If they already have, if they already have a kid, then you're
only allowed one, and also.
But they're also gonna know who the daddy is.
Yeah, straight away. Straight away. I mean, even if he knocks on my door, I was like, Israel Adesanya? I'm like, oh no. It's in the eyes, you know straight away. But
I think it's more the skin color.
The eyes he gets from black.
but me now I'm
But
waiting.
now you're
I'm
disciplined,
chilling.
you're responsible.
Yeah, I am.
You have a chef.
Yeah,
I
he's
met your
actually
chef
chilling.
yesterday.
Man, yeah, he's the man. He's the man. Good peoples. He's actually been a chef for like almost 17 years. But
have you corrupted him yet?
Yeah, he corrupted me.
What do you mean? With good, delicious food that's great for your body and healthy?
No. So he's my first friend when I lived in this town called Wanganui.
I want to know what type of corruption you was just talking about.
So when I moved, my guy,
you know, chefs are crazy.
Because I moved to Wanganui as a kid. I was a virgin, good boy, no alcohol, didn't drink, nothing like that. But they hanging out with him and our group of friends. I was, put it this way,
couple Diddy parties.
No, hell no.
Yo, what's up with the freak-offs,
I was the getaway driver for them doing like mailbox, hitting cars, windows, that kind of stuff. Wow. Like what, 17, 18? And I was always living vicariously through them as they did some.
New Zealand is really progressive.
That's what I was just thinking.
You would choose the black guy to drive the car.
Yeah, I know.
In America, they wouldn't let the black guy near the steering wheel because you're getting pulled over immediately.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
We promised we didn't rob anything. No, you were just driving black.
Also, it was like a soccer mom van, so it was, could fit a lot of people, but incognito. Not like a fucking Subaru or anything like that.
Yeah.
But he's good people. So I like having people like that around me because, again, I've talked about this now.
Yeah.
I got this far with just eating the dirty shit, Uber Eats, and then now I actually eat whole foods, good meals. Like my last fight, I felt
great.
great.
Saw you look shredded.
I was put on some muscle. The weight cut was easy.
Yeah.
So thanks to him. And now we're gonna just pick up where we left off because
you want it again, huh?
Yeah.
You want it bad. You had it. I thought it was yours, Izzy.
Yeah. But that's the game, though. That's how it happens.
You said you made a small made a small mistake. You never spoke on the mistake. What was the? Can you say that?
So the mistake was just a lapse in focus because I tripped, bad footwork, and I tripped, and then that was when he was kind of throwing at me, and people thought like, "Oh, you hurt him," and I got up and I was like, the ground, and then DC was like, "He's doing the Max Holloway," but I was kind of just being like, "Nah, the ground." But even that moment right there, I shouldn't have. Just stay focused on the task at hand because you need 30 minutes of focus while you're in there. So you can't even just have a lapse in judgment for a split second because if not, someone can jump on you and capitalize. And I've done that to people as well. But this guy, it got done to me.
So wait, what do you mean? You point at the ground and that's when he lunged to you?
Yeah, because again, I was just telling him like, it wasn't you, it was the ground.
I tripped.
I tripped.
But he's saying, even explaining himself, who gives a fuck?
Focus. Just focus on the fight. Yeah.
You don't need to explain yourself.
You never see me in a fight complain to the ref unless like when Brunson really grabbed my shorts for the second time and I was like, ref, that's twice. But you never see me kind of like lose focus. I just focus on the task at hand.
Yeah.
But in that moment I lost focus and that was it for me at the time.
Yeah. Outside of that, anything surprising? Like,
nah, because the strength was something. It was he's so much this, he's so much that. But I felt strong in there. Again, shout out Matt.
Yeah.
So I felt really strong. I felt fast. If you do the numbers, like my guy Bill Smart did the numbers, he said that was the most active I've ever been in any of my fights in the UFC.
Yeah, it felt like the pace was high.
Yeah, so I was putting the pace on him. So again, took time off, came back, felt great. That's the main thing. I felt great when I was fighting. So now we're gonna build. We did my testing about 3 weeks ago. So we've got the numbers and we're like, cool, we are where we were 4 weeks out from the fight. So it's like, cool, let's build off from that. So we're gonna build off.
Okay, so what do you want? Like, what is your ideal next couple of years if everything goes the way?
I actually have no idea. That's the thing. And it's nice to know that. And I was even telling Rogues this. I've never felt that when people talk about, say, I lost the belt. Like Matt Hughes was one of the first people I heard who's my chef's name, by the way, Matt Hughes.
Wow.
Yeah, but Matt Hughes, the legend, UFC icon, was the first one I heard talk about when he lost the belt. He felt this pressure come off, like, I'm not the champ anymore. But I'd never felt that because I was the champ for so long. And then when I lost it in MSG, it was kind of like, fuck, let's do it again. And then it wasn't until, even when I lost it to Strickland, I still felt like, that target on my back, and it still is. But after this fight, I was kind of like, well, meh. Like, I wasn't attached to the result. I just wanted to show off. I wanted to fight. And I did. So now I'm in a spot where it's like, who do I fight? When do I fight? Because I'm only doing main events, 5-rounders, and title fights. That's all I've done for the last how many years. But it's kind of nice to just not have that be the focus now, but now just fight, show off, make money. But we'll see. I'm excited.
Where do you get the motivation now? Like, you've beaten everybody, you've become the biggest star in the sport, you've made all the money, you've taken care of, I imagine, your family. You made it,
We need more.
See, that's the thing. The hole always gets bigger.
No matter what.
More, right? You buy one car, you're like, that other car's nice too. Once the lifestyle steps up, there's other things you want. But you've made enough money where, like, you're good. Your family's good. Like, everything is good. And you've achieved, I imagine, all the dreams you had when you were younger within UFC.
Yeah.
Is there this moment where, and I'm asking because there's like a thing that I kind of relate to in my sphere of work, but it's like, is there this moment where you have to decide to make new dreams, to get yourself up every day, to put in the work, to achieve what you achieved?
I haven't said even getting a submission right now would be meaningful to me more than getting a belt for the 3rd time.
So that's the thing. It's like you have to find things you haven't done yet, because you always said from the beginning, the first time that we had you on, you were like, I don't care about the belt.
Yeah.
The belt doesn't define me. Now, I'm sure it's nice to have the fucking belt.
Oh, it's nice. Yeah.
To wear the crown, it's fucking whatever.
I got a couple at home. They
exactly.
just sit there.
They don't go away.
Yeah.
But so that's why when you say right now, like, I didn't really care about the belt, like, I believe you.
Yeah, because I said it from the jump, and I'm glad you remember that.
Yeah.
But now it's just, again, highlights, cool shit.
Yeah.
Like, again, when I was fighting, I realized this because it happened to Anderson, it's happened to Jones, it's happened to a lot of the greats. The longer you defend the belt, I'm not speaking for those guys. Of course. I'm saying the longer you defend the belt, the less risk you take. Because you see the way I was fighting, like, one of the examples I gave was my Brad Tavares fight, end of round 1. Cool. I hear the clapper, 10 seconds left. So I'm going to try a Minari roll. I landed it in training quite a lot, but I've never ever tried it in a fight. So I was like, let me try that shit. Did it, just missed because my hips weren't high enough. And then I got up and I was like, yeah, come on. But again, shit like that, trying the...
When you have the belt longer, you stop doing that.
Yeah,
You start
because it's
being
not
like,
just
let me,
about
I got to
me.
defend the belt.
Yeah, it's not just about me. It's about, when I win and I have the belt, there's a lot of people that eat. Yeah. So, it just slowly, and it's not on purpose. It's something that just happens. Like I said, with Silva, I've seen it as a fan, and with Jones as well, I've seen it. But then now I'm kind of free of that. I'm just like, and I know I'm good and all that. So I just want to go back to just taking more risks, being fun, being a highlight dude like I was.
Did it get less fun as you have the belt longer and longer?
Certain fights. There was one, Marvin Vittori Part 2, when I was in there, maybe round 3, and you hear, I don't know if it's on the fight, but I heard Twister, one of my coaches, was like, don't get bored, Izzy. Don't get bored. And I caught myself like, oh yeah. But again, I didn't realize it because I'm in the fight. But he saw it in my eyes and my demeanor. Like,
it was a very dominant performance, though.
But he could see it though. It maybe around 3 or 4, he could just see it. I was just like, this is boring for him.
That seems like the beginning of
That's crazy.
starting to like not lose it, but starting to be like, oh shit, it's coming down the road. He might lose. This one, it's still easy. But that means you're probably not going to train quite as hard for the next fight. And then if you win that one, you're going to train even less hard for the next fight. And eventually, it will catch up to you.
You never got a road rage knockout?
Amen. Nah, man.
You want to talk about highlights?
Nah,
So
again.
when I saw you square up, I was like, the guy who's about to fight you right now is on the purest form of fentanyl.
Yeah.
Because there's no way, like, he's got to know who you are.
That's why he pulled up on me. So I had a great morning training.
Yeah. What's the story? You had a delicious breakfast. Matt, delicious breakfast.
This is not even. Matt was, I think he was in Thailand at the time.
Okay.
So I had good morning training. Vibes was on. Went to K Road to get this pie, like a famous pie on there. And I was just like, vibes was on, just chilling. And then this guy, I think because he saw my car, so he doubled back and just like, looking at me like, yo, Izzy, 1 ounce. And in New Zealand, that's like 1 ounce is like, you and me, one-on-one, let's go.
What?
So,
That's
again,
crazy.
What?
then I started laughing and I was thinking like, the fuck? And people who were taking photos with me and stuff were like, the fuck? And I just kept on walking. And then the bit where it pissed him off, because he was at the green light, everyone going around him, honking their horns like, this fucking guy.
Yeah.
And then I just grabbed my car door and I went, and that pissed him off. So he just came in front of my car. And I said, bro, I'm not going to fucking whoop you.
Why'd that piss him off? Just because you're flexing the golden
my car door
door?
does the scissors.
Yeah.
It's like a lesbo.
If a guy just walks up to you, he's like, yo, let's shoot the fair one. And you're like, bro, my car does this.
That's
Exactly.
That's what they call suicide doors. He was trying to kill him. He was trying to fucking end it.
Yes, sir. No, but then he pulled up and then like tried to like talk all this rash to me. And at one point, I even tried to defuse it because I was like, bro, I don't know you.
What's the craziest thing he said?
When I said, bro, I fight for millions. I don't fucking fight. I'm not gonna knock your ass out for free. And he goes, nah, I fight for free. I fight for the streets, for my pride. And I was thinking, you're fucking stupid. You're stupid.
Was
And
he a
then-
white guy or was he like?
Nah, Maori guy. So
He was
he's
Maori.
brown, yeah.
Okay.
See, that's the problem I had when I first moved to New Zealand. I couldn't tell the difference between all of them. It wasn't because of races.
Yeah. So
I
you
just
went
thought,
to China.
yeah.
Hard mode.
Eventually I got there. Nah, but then in the end, I just, as when I spat at him was when I was kind of like hoping, try something. But then
okay, that's-
at the end, you see me spit at him and he just looks down like, and then I realized you're not going to do shit. But also, because of our boy, like you remember the movie when our boy got knocked out? Yeah. Street violence. And I just realized if I drop this guy right now,
And he dies.
boom, they're going to fucking put me through the ringer.
These are weapons now.
Oh yeah, they're being weapons. So for me, I was just like, nah, and again, we started a charity, Walk Without Fear, to help with this kind of senseless street violence. Cause a lot of these guys, the boys that killed my boy, they did home detention for I think a year and a half. And during that year and a half, we all had lockdown for 6 months in that time. So again, we all did it together. So and now they're around free
So
with their
basically,
family.
you're like, we also had home detention.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So again, we're trying to change the laws with that charity, and this video, I believe, will help because it shows
The discipline.
the discipline
What
of
could
someone
happen.
like me.
Yeah.
Because do that to Dan Hooker.
Dan is.
Like Dan's is a beast, and Dan would probably act differently, and maybe not knock him out, but just put him to sleep, hang him out.
Yeah.
But still,
So how does the video end? Because it's like,
it just cuts
seems
off.
like, it seems like it was still going on.
If you go to the end, you'll see me just spit at him, and then when I slammed my car door down, then I was kind of just like,
That's when you were.
Yeah,
That's
not-
when he got pissed.
yeah. And but when I was driving off, he had a shirt off, and he was still flexing. And again, only one person. Like when I said, can you call the cops? One person helped me. Everyone else just had their camera out for this moment.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So you see me spit at him there, looks down, and I got angry. But then
Now, what's happening right now?
he just didn't do shit.
But what are you thinking right now?
Yeah.
I was like, spat at you on your leg. If he spat back at me, then it's on. But again, I'm glad I had a good day, and I don't like street fights. I don't like confrontation. But if you bring the problem, then I'm gonna solve the problem.
Okay. Okay. Real quick. So in this moment, you're thinking, all right, do I knock this guy out? If I knock him out, does he die? Is there ever a thought like the average person would go, what if this guy knocks me out? Do you? Okay. So that's not even. Yeah. He's like,
Hell no.
most of us would be thinking, damn, I'm about to get knocked out. Like, I just had a great breakfast.
Nah. I just put my pies in the car, took my watch off, and I was just like, look, if he breaches the range, because I'm within my rights and he's within range, but I was just thinking of foul. I was just like, man, if he hits his head, because it's downhill, it's more gravity, boom, and he's gonna bleed out. And I probably wouldn't be here right now.
I want that type of confidence to be worried about killing the
them.
other person.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
trying to
Oh, no,
fight
crazy,
you.
right?
Yeah.
I was just thinking of follow the charity and him dying.
What if you just slapped him, got another Dana White contract?
Yeah.
You just slapped him in his face, saw what happened, and
And
then
get what?
you join a different Dana White league.
See, I told him I was getting paid millions to fight. If you're not getting paid like that to fight, that's like what?
Why haven't any UFC guys or boxing guys entered that?
Paige Van Zandt did. She's doing her second fight soon, I think. Yeah, she has, but she's crazy.
I'm saying like guys that are no longer
For a
professional.
woman.
Yeah, I mean,
Look at
we need like some big Puerto Rican lesbian. Yeah. That's, oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah, you close. Nah. Yeah, but these, you should go power slap too.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
Damn, that's actually sore. You got your hands as well.
Do you think his motivation was just trying to get paid?
Because we don't have those laws in New Zealand. I think in his head, again, he's not caring about pay because he fights for the streets, fights for his pride. But the guy filming kept on going.
To you or to him?
I don't know. So I don't know. It feels like it was a setup.
The Life Tour, last show. We're wrapping up the Life Tour. Year and a half. We've been on tour, gone to almost every fucking continent on this planet. We are wrapping it up in Hawaii, Honolulu, Bladesdale, I don't even know how to pronounce it, arena. We'll see you guys all there December 21st. Appreciate y'all so much. Peace.
Also, guys, dates. December 4th, Long Island sold out. I told you it would. November 22nd and 23rd, comedy at the Carlson, Rochester, New York. Still got tickets available for that. December 6th and 7th, still got tickets in Albany. See y'all soon.
How much are taxes out there in New Zealand?
Not as much as New York.
Really?
Really?
What do they take?
So. If I'm gonna, David, can you say it's like 40 for my
marginal tax rate?
my bracket is like it goes up now.
About 33%.
Oh, wow. Now, question. Do
Okay,
you have
that's
to
not bad.
pay American taxes when you fight here?
Yeah,
and
1000%.
But then you get like a
offsets.
paper. Yeah, so you go back and be like, yep, did it.
Yeah.
Which helps, but still.
Because America needs that. We need that pound of flesh.
Yeah.
And you can't make money out here without us making money. You want to know what's
Give me
crazy?
money.
If you're an American
I don't
citizen.
get that.
What?
Just give me the money.
What?
Italians?
No.
You don't get Italians?
I don't get them. That's what I realized.
That shit is racist, bro.
No.
I couldn't do that.
No. Use a
I could be
hole.
like,
That's why.
yo,
No,
yeah,
it's a meme right now. It's a meme right now. I just see I don't get it.
You don't get the meme
Maybe
of
I'm-
give me the money?
Yeah, have you seen
No,
it?
it's show me the money.
That one.
No,
Okay.
give me
Is it the TikTok? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Cuba Gooding,
Miles, tell people.
Cuba Gooding Jr.?
No, you're talking about something. Oh,
Okay, we old. So I'm getting.
You acting like radio right now.
No. We all don't get it. So maybe I'm right.
Give me the money.
Yeah.
but in the third person.
Give me the
Yeah.
money.
So I'm,
No,
and then they don't
that's
laugh,
dumb
and I'm
whenever
like,
he
what
talks
is
to
it?
Andrew.
So I don't,
But what is this about? Give me the money.
you're asking the wrong guy.
Yeah.
I just made a joke about it, but still, I've just seen it all over TikTok, all over the reels, seen famous people do it on Shade Room and shit. I'm just like, I don't get the funny.
Yeah.
So I guess we're over
Mark,
there.
have you...
Explain it.
Okay,
Miles,
thank
go.
You tell everyone, okay, we're gonna say, give me the money, and then everyone cheers, and then the last person isn't in on the joke, and they do it. Each person does it more and more exaggerated, and the fourth person to do it, or the last person to do it, no one cheers, and everyone laughs at them.
It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny.
Let me see it. I mean,
Maybe I had to be there.
It's like bullying.
What is this? Is this the one?
Yeah, Mark.
Nah.
yeah, I know.
You fell off.
Give me the money. Did I do it?
Yeah, I guess so.
right.
Yeah, close enough. Yeah, we old. We passed the trends. The Gen is it Gen Z?
Mark's on Bing.
I'm on Ask Jeeves, and Jeeves doesn't know shit. He
Yeah,
doesn't know
what
anything
was
about it.
the... okay, you have the baby, everything's done. Like, what was the first time...
He just nodded his head. He thought you were talking to him.
I'm like, yeah, he had the baby. I'm engaged.
So you have the baby. Okay, what was the first time you picked up your phone and looked at Instagram or social media while your kid was still in the room?
Oh, it was probably like that next day.
Yeah.
And then some OnlyFans girl popped up, and I was like, "Yo, I can't, bro, I can't watch this with my child."
But it
Not
is
yet.
crazy how
you got to get him prepped. You got to start him young.
there is it's funny because you'll go through a day where you're like, I don't need any of that shit, and then like your phone's just sitting over there, the baby's kind of sleeping, and you're just like, oh, let me look at this.
That's how I felt when I posted. Like the engagement was crazy. I was like, I gotta drop merch or something. Like there's a market with this.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, you think you're like, yeah, I'm just gonna be a disciplined, good person forever now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna be a great guy.
Yeah.
And then just slowly wears away.
Mark's wife wrote this beautiful thing. She'd been writing journal entries, right? And but it was like this beautiful thing, and but he didn't say that it was his wife who wrote it. So he has this picture of it. I'm scrolling the picture. I'm like, oh my god, this adorable of pictures. And then it comes to like a note, and I got through like 3 words, and I was like, I can't read this shit before I go do shows. Like I cannot experience this level of homosexuality before I go on stage. I would have to call him, getting emotional, like, yo, bro, it's beautiful. You finally have feelings. Like,
I mean, it was in the description. It was in the description. I said she wrote
It
it.
was just such a long description.
I didn't read the description.
So
It's birth of a
I
child.
clicked see more, and I was like, okay, Mark's emotional. I'll see more. Then it was like that was like a quarter of the post. And I was like, bro, we're not doing this. It's a word limit. It's like a newspaper article. I need 1,000 words max. That's it.
But this is good. You should share. This is beautiful.
Yeah, no, there's emotions online for sure.
Also, like you going from like being addicted to Zen for like 2 weeks and having no emotion at all, like being an actual robot, to having every emotion in the world. That's the way to do it.
Oh yeah.
Strip yourself of all emotion and then just.
Do you even know what my girl said when she was having a baby come out of her, and all of a sudden she saw me crack the can?
And then you're like, it's for you.
She goes, "Are you doing a Zen right now?" And I was like, "Yeah, I've been up for 24 hours. How about you pick up the pace, and I don't need to do as many Zens, okay?"
Yeah, I don't have these contractions that keep me up.
Yeah, exactly. Ugh.
Damn, bro. You sure you don't want kids, dude?
Nah, well, eventually. Nah, I can't wait. I know I'm gonna be a great dad, but you can't go looking for this, because I was talking to Alex about it before, and he's seen like there's
You getting.
No. Hold on. No. Pause. Listen. No.
They call him the magician.
Or the oven cleaner, I heard. Who said that? That was you? That was you? He said that.
God,
So he was giving dating advice. We're talking about it before. And I said, like,
These are jokes.
yeah, jokes. All
right now.
anyway, he just for me. But I'm sure you've been there as well. You guys have been there at your level. Like, it's you have to
sure I have not.
Not look, because then you attract the wrong thing. Just chill and the right thing will come to you. So me, I just focus on myself, being the best version of myself.
Yeah.
And then eventually you just
I
attract.
was the best version of myself.
And it worked. And it worked.
Yeah, you can go get
You
baptized.
can't just focus on
yeah.
yourself for too long, because Dove's been doing that and he's nowhere even close to getting a girl. He wants to
we
be
talked
married
about it
so
last
bad.
night.
I know. He
Yeah.
talks about it every single time. He
Yeah.
just, introduce me to a Jewish girl. Give me the money. Give me the money. And then it never fucking happens. Okay?
Yeah.
You want to tell them what you said to me now?
About.
That you dated a Jewish girl?
Oh, I didn't. No. I didn't say I dated a Jewish girl. I said
His name's Israel.
Yeah,
Why
but
can't he date a
my
Jewish
name is
girl?
Israel. No, so I said I had a Jewish friend that I can I can hang out with. But then he said, "No, you're not allowed to do that."
Not allowed to do that.
But
I'll
my
give
name's
you two
Israel,
for one.
so it's fine.
Just one of those.
That's what I said. So it's fine. And also I got approval now.
Wait. So you just knocking down some nice Jewish broad in New Zealand?
No. This is here in New York.
Damn, you really didn't take one for
Away
God.
game. Away game. My own friend.
Fill those shoes. Show me.
Take one
Fill
for
those shoes.
If she's fucking Izzy, she doesn't want you.
Oh my God.
It's not even that. It's the fact that, Dove even knows he's a low-key pimp. He's out here. He's got...
No.
He's like, what do you need? What do you need? He's like, what do you need? Let me know. What's your type? What's your type? I'm like, I'll send you pictures.
He's pimping. He's pimping.
He's
girls.
like,
He is
what
a
you
pimp.
need? Yeah.
He is a bad person.
I'm trying to
Do that.
Oh, you want to
He's
train?
more like a Mac.
I would say I will set you up. I'm a matchmaker.
Oh, I see. I heard that wrong. I thought you were trying to, like, hey.
Yeah, why do you think
you
you
need?
could
What
just
you
like
need?
throw women's bodies around? Dude? Like, that's disgusting. They have feelings. They want to be spoken to and cared about. Yeah. No, just saying. Yeah, but no, Dove is like masterful with Brazilian girls with like a 72
Brazilian?
IQ. Yeah.
I respect it. God,
Any Brazilian that has that accent because they're actually retarded. Absolutely.
That's his cup of tea.
Exactly.
Oh, wow.
That is his fucking cup of tea.
Don't let them tear us apart.
I'm just saying.
They're not Brazilian, bro.
No, they're not. They might actually. He says that. They're these girls. They always come on. They're like, "Hi, how you doing?" And they're like, he's like, "No, they're from Rio." I'm like, "I don't think they're from Rio."
Yeah, they're from Riri.
Oh, Dove, dude. Well, at least you're not racist like Miles.
No, come on.
Right,
Get
dude?
astray. I'm not even in the
No, I'm just joking, but not at all. Listen, Miles went home. He had no electricity. He goes, "I don't know how people live like this." We're like, "Who are you talking about, dude?"
Wait, what happened? When was this?
I flew home to go see my parents, and then
Where's
Florida, and then a
I thought
hurricane
you were gonna
hit.
say like fucking South Africa or something crazy.
Dude, that'd be so sick. Was it international? How cool!
Why? Because they oppress black people?
I just want to be not.
He can never not say the thing. It's actually a really funny character. Like a not racist person, but that just says something
Accidentally
racist
most
every
racist person
single time. Yeah, you would like that. Yeah, sorry. Dude, way to bring up fucking South Africa, man. Come
Yeah.
on, dude. Are you,
That's my
true,
people's,
that's true.
man.
yeah, that's your
true.
people's.
Yeah.
Are you and him cool?
Yeah, we're cool. After the fight, we had a nice discussion again. It was cool. Yeah,
Was that a private thing, or would you share that? You keep that private.
It was cool. Just like a moment. And at the end, he just said, "If you're ever in South Africa, tap in." I was like, "Yeah, sure." And I said, "When we see you again, I'll try and kill you." And he goes, "I'll try and kill you too." And we just hugged.
cool.
And I did this shit. And this is why I'm not beating those allegations, because I went, "Hey."
Yes.
Well, he laughed, and then we just hugged, and that was it.
I thought it was a good moment
Yeah, it
between you
was.
He
guys.
seems like the textbook like troll where he will talk all kinds of shit before the
Yeah.
fight, and then after the fight, the most
We're cool.
humble,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Like,
That's how
whatever.
most fighters are. There's only some who take it to that place and then like keep it like that after the fight. But we're all on the same journey. And again, he's achieved his dream now.
Yeah.
No matter what, what was the recent one I saw was Marab in Georgia when they're hailing him.
Oh,
in his
man,
home
that was
country.
crazy. Yeah.
So whenever I see that, no matter what, it makes me feel away because I'm like, yo, I know that feeling.
Yeah.
I've done that too.
Yeah.
So it's you can. If I hate on that, what does that say about me?
100%.
Yeah. So I always respect.
Sorry, do you find yourself? I know before the fight, you're saying like this is real. Whatever. Do you find
It was.
yourself having to get to that place and like build up to that place, or is it? Does it get harder as you get more successful to find that extra gear? Kind of what we talked about earlier, but to find that, you know what, I need to hate this guy because then I'm gonna lock in like I used to lock in.
Nah, it can. That was real, but it doesn't get harder unless, say, like Jeff had, my friend had this stat saying like whenever you fight someone, you don't really have any static. You fight different, even if you beat them. But whenever I have beef with someone, I annihilate them normally. So, yeah. As I get older, now I'm thinking about it. I'm like, I might have to tap into something else just to get that, or not fight from that place.
Yeah,
That's.
You know what I mean?
it seems like there's a ceiling on that kind of like.
There's only so much.
But
like,
not everybody can fight from a different place.
Yeah.
Like you fight from one place your entire life. That is your motivation. And then you get to you get to a time in your life where like you feel really achieved, like that giant hole that you have that you're trying to
still there.
fill. Yeah, but
it's less big,
Izzy, knowing you for the
Yeah.
last however long we've known each other,
Yeah.
5 years or something like that, like
longer even.
your level of confidence in yourself. I think people always assumed you were the most confident person. And even now, seeing the way that you've handled that, like this loss, like to me, that's the demonstration of confidence.
That's real confidence.
Because if you lose and then you're completely wiped out, that means that your confidence and identity is wrapped in being the victor. And we will not always be the victor in life.
Yeah.
So whatever that lady in the Winnebago is telling you,
Yeah, she's
It's
right,
working.
Jenna. Yeah. So again, we talked about it as well. And I used the avatar Zuko, the Firebender, when he became friends with Aang, and then he had to find a new way to Firebend because he didn't have that anger anymore. And he met the original Firebenders, the dragons, and they relearned Firebending. So for me, that's one of the main reasons I haven't even been to the jungles yet, because I just know that it's not my whole fuel, but I like having that.
an edge.
I'm gonna fucking show you.
Yeah.
Like that. You fucking kidding me? You
I like the chip. The chip is a great motivation.
He always brings up Bernard Hopkins.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. On who? Bernard Hopkins?
He always brings up Bernard
Yeah,
Hopkins.
Bernard
Yeah.
was a perfect example of that. Like when he was the heel, he was unstoppable. And then sometimes the heel becomes a face.
Yeah.
And I think that he was less effective as a face.
Okay.
Like when we were all rooting for him,
Yeah.
I think it was, he just didn't know what to do with it. When he was taking the Puerto Rican flag in Puerto
Yeah.
Rico and ripping and stepping on
Yeah.
it, he was unstoppable.
Yeah,
I mean, he
I know how to get out
mauled
of that.
Trinidad. Like
Yeah.
it was, I just, it's a peculiar thing that only you guys really understand.
I mean, we're all understanding in our own ways, but we're fighting because of what we have to do. Even, I won't say the name, but someone in the game who has done what I've done, even achieved greater heights, said, yeah, don't do it till after fighting.
What's that?
Go to the jungles or like tap into those plant medicines till after fighting.
Because it's
if you
going to,
do, he felt like it changed
dulls
him a little
the
bit. Even like what Deontay Wilder was talking about. He went to Peru, I think.
The ayahuasca.
And, yeah. And then allegedly people have said now he hasn't found. He said it after his post fight.
Yeah.
Recently, he said, "Yeah, I found inner peace" or something like that. Rah. And then people said it's taking away that because bro, he was the guy knocking out everybody left, right, and center, the highest KO ratio in boxing. But again, I think it's just finding a different place to fight from, even if you've done that, because people have done it and been successful. Yeah. But there's levels.
This is
Even Bernard Hopkins did it.
Yeah.
Because like he ended up he became champion at like 50 or something.
Well, I think what he did is he became the underdog again
Oh, he did?
when he was fighting as an old man.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Right? So, like, while he might have been the face, it was still like, nobody believes in me. Nobody believes I can do it because I'm so old, and I'm going to prove you wrong.
I hated being the favorite at some points because some people, I'm like, why you still have me as the favorite? Even in the second Alex Pereira fight, I was like, I'm the favorite still?
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, I didn't like it. So I do like, I don't, it's not the whole feel.
Yeah.
Because again, I do tap in with like love, the people that really show me love, the people that are around me, the messages I get. Some of the messages I get, man, I'm just like, bro, you don't even know me, but you know me. And it fills me with joy and it fills me with pride. And those are the people I fight for when I tap into that. But also the ones that don't believe in me and say all this shit, I'm like, I'm gonna fucking show you because I like that. But I don't know how long that's gonna last for. So again, finding new spots to fight from and yeah, we'll see. Even train from, I'm gonna try it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're transferring that to something else. I mean, it's, it's on some level probably an addiction. You see some people like they quit drinking and then become like workout aholics.
Yeah, just find something else.
Yeah. But you can't just go, well, a lot of people just can't just go cold turkey in life. Like you need to fill that, sitting
Something.
around.
That's me after fighting. I was saying this to Joe as well. After fighting, and that's why I say now, who knows what's going to happen after fighting? But I say I would need something to do every few months that will make me feel like I'm about to die. So one of the things is like, say, I'll train for 3 months or 2 months and then cool, let's go running with the bulls. But I'll train for 2 months on how to run with the bulls. Do it, maybe some sheep first. We got heaps of sheep in New Zealand. Like fucking run with the sheep or whatever. And then eventually, because that would just get me up. That would make me feel like, fuck. Whoa. Joe said, dumb ways to die. I agree. But what a rush.
Yeah.
Something
Shark
like that as
diving?
well.
Would you?
I would do that. I would do shark diving. I never thought I would because water, but
What do you mean? Because water?
Yeah, what about the water?
I mean, I surf once, twice, 3 times maybe, but me and water don't mix. I'm not buoyant.
Yeah.
I can say if you put me in the middle of the ocean right now, I probably have like 20 minutes or 30 minutes before I'm done. Because I can try and tread water, but I'm so dense. I'm skinny. Don't float. I'm so dense. So but shark diving, scuba tank, in a cage, reinforced. I'll try it just for fun.
Yeah.
Like with a great white. Yeah, that'd be.
Skydive? Would you skydive?
Done it twice. Did it
really?
once in Abu Dhabi. The first one, fucking amazing. Life-changing experience. That was end of last year. And then I did a random one this year just for fun. And the second time wasn't as thrilling, but it was just cool to see.
Yeah, because
everything.
You're not focused on surviving.
Yeah.
You're focused on enjoying
the first one, I was just like, I wasn't even scared. So shit like that. Skydive, still have the McLaren. I don't drive fast though, but I've taken it to the track a couple of times.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you just need to feel like you're going to die.
At the moment. So again, who knows? When I have a kid, I might be like, I need to live.
Yeah, that does happen.
So again, that might. So
that really does happen.
It's just freedom of thought. I'm saying that now because that's how I feel. I feel like I'll need something that's gonna make me feel like I'm about to. Because I like that. I like that.
It's like
sauce.
a white boy.
Yeah, like
I love a junkie for no reason.
Nah, but again,
He's a Kiwi, bro.
Yeah, Kiwis and Aussies are a different breed. If you grew up out there, trust me, you be different too. Yeah.
But that's a fighter thing.
Yeah.
Fighters cannot let go, man. Like, because what could even come close to it? What could come close
That's
to
why
it?
I said when I'm done, I'm done. And I know that feeling. I talked to it even with Jason Miller about it as well, because we did a little thing in LA, but that feeling when you're backstage, you've done the last fucking warm up or whatever, and then it's going on in 5 minutes, and then 2 minutes, and then they're counting down. Okay, Israel, time to go. Cool, you walk out, stand here, wait on your mark. And then it's like, we're going on in 60 seconds. And then waiting there, and then everyone's behind you, your coaches. And you turn around, you might give like a little fist bump, something. And then you get out there, you get through the tunnel, you get the fucking wave, you see everything. I wish I could actually describe this to people. Maybe I'll do a VR experience with it one time and just say, oh, this is an idea for the UFC. Do it. Honestly, it's fucking crazy because you walk out, you see everything. everything. People are yelling. You can see all the people in the rafters.
Intense focus. You could probably highlight little things because your mind is
Yeah, on my Anderson Silva fight, I saw one of my friends in the stand, and I winked at him, and he goes. And again, that's just the thing. You can just see everything. You're so focused, but yeah, that's nothing like it. Nothing like it.
So what is life like when that's not happening?
I have to let go, and that's why I've seen a lot of guys like, what's that movie, The Wrestler?
No, I mean now, like
I'm
like
fine.
in between fights, like are you craving it? Are you
I know what
thinking
you
about
mean.
or can you adjust to that kind of normal level?
I've learned how to, because even shout out to Volkanovski. He talked about it as well when. He took the fight with Islam. He said,
It's like it's hard. Like, don't, it's,
That's why they don't give me free time and a lot of money. So for me,
so many fighters have said that. They're like, you got Tommy Morrison. Remember that boxer? They're like, you got to keep him in the gym.
Yeah, keep me busy.
And he ended up getting AIDS.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Which gym was he inside? Hang on.
See that.
No, but like, but it is true. Like, it just must be an experience.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, like being on stage and I've felt certain things that are unbelievable, remarkable.
Yeah.
I don't even think it scratches the surface of what it's like to be in that arena knowing you could die.
It's a danger. I was going to say, you felt it. All of you have felt it. It's the same thing. It's relative. But the aspect of danger, danger is just that thing. That's the sauce. And that makes it like, fuck, because you're like, I'm about to go against this guy. And you're not thinking this, but you just know this is a possibility that I could get in this. Yeah. I could get sparked, but also I could do that to this guy. Yeah. And that's the gambling. I'm a gambling man, but I like to calculate my risks. Yeah. Shout out to Steak. Yeah, honestly.
Steak boys in the building right now.
Oh, that's all. Let's go. We out here. We outside.
So while we're here and we're having, this is like a supercharged steak segment because we got, Izzy in the motherfucking building. And you know that John Jones and Aspinall are about to go at it.
Stipe.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Stipe.
I mean, that's the fight.
I said the fight we all want.
See. Yeah.
So yeah, what are we thinking about the Stipe fight?
I think Stipe is a legend in the game, one of, if not the greatest heavyweight ever.
Yeah.
But John Jones is now a heavyweight, the heavyweight champion, and one of, if not the greatest fighter ever. But I just want to see what Stipe looks like for maybe in the coming weeks. So the fight's next month.
Yeah.
I want to see. But John Jones, I think the what do you call it, Cyril Gans fight, I was like, oh, that's going to be hard.
Yeah.
Easy. So I think he might even make this one easier.
Yeah.
I just feel like John is just a guy you can't doubt. Because that one I thought like, oh, Saragon's new level heavyweight.
Yeah.
Similar size footwork. Can grapple. I was just okay, John's that guy. He's that guy. So I think
him and his bros were sitting next to us at the Sphere.
Oh yeah.
And I'm glad that you guys patched things up.
Yeah,
you guys are, there's mutual respect.
You know, when that happened, that was
It was
bro.
Airport or something?
No, at the bar. And then his manager just goes, Izzy's behind you, right? And he turns around and goes, yo. And I'm like, yo. And we just dapped up.
Oh, that's great.
And that was just like a moment, like, for me as a fan, because I've always been a fan. Yeah. And when we had beef, I was just like, well, fuck this guy. But then we still always respected each other. Sure. So that was a cool moment for me.
Yeah. Because, you my boy. So I'm glad that you guys are cool.
Yeah, I agree.
He's cool as shit.
Yeah. Nah, he's cool.
He's cool.
We hung out.
He's like, like there's like, obviously you guys need to be like professional, but like when there's no cameras on, like the jokes are flying, like his bros play football, so they like,
I know, trust me, we were at the bar for about 40 minutes and we talked about everything.
Just chopping it up.
Yeah. Trust me.
So it's hard to bet against John in that one. I don't see.
Also, he's great. He's, like I said, the greatest fighter we've ever seen.
Yeah. So I think that's going to be. What else? What else coming up is interesting? I'm trying to think. Like,
I mean, do you think he fights Aspinall, or do you think he does this and retires?
Who knows? He says he
keeps saying he's going to retire. I would love to see him in Aspinall.
That could be a fucking play. That's his chess, not checkers. You know?
I hope so.
That is true. If he says I'm not fighting again, and then when UFC goes, hey, we really want you to, that number might go up. Yeah. So he could be working game for sure.
Who wins, Aspinall, John Jones?
If that does happen.
Yeah.
Ooh, they got to fight.
Because Aspinall's
good.
They
got to fight. I think. Fuck.
It's hard to go against John, bro.
That's the thing. John
Aspinall,
he finds a way. He finds a way. But Aspinall, so far, the way he dispatched of the
Russian guy.
Oh my God. Yeah. And he's fast. I met him.
That's the thing. He's fast.
Sat next to him at 300, He and his dad, cool dudes, lovely guys as well. But he's the same height as me, if not an inch taller, but thick. And I was like, fuck, you're a lot thicker than I would expect. And the speed, that's the thing that I'm like, okay, that's the danger. But again, grappling, he's a black belt.
But
John is fucking...
That's different.
Yeah. But I don't know, man. They got to fight. But if they don't ever fight, we'll never know. Because we had that with John and Silva. We had that with Silva and GSP. So all these fights we will never see. You know, so... We just have to have them in the ether forever and ever.
And we'll talk about it here. But if you do, you're going to...
If you bet on these
you're going to bet with Steak.
Yeah.
Shout out Steak, bro. They be taking care of you.
Steak. Fuck yeah.
Shout out Steak.
Yeah.
Go to Steak. Go get your money up. Do we have a sign-up code or anything like that, Jamil? Flagrant sign-up code to get your sign-up bonus. Go check out Steak. I'm sure Izzy got one as well. You could probably use either, but use ours.
Use ours.
Exactly. Listen, this is Dub's deal. Now let's get back to the show, man.
But you actually worried me something you said before, because you said like some of the pressure is a bit lifted off of you because you're not defending the belt. So you're looking forward to trying more things in the ring and having fun. But doesn't that come with heavy risk, like trying?
Well, calculated risks. Yeah. So I
how
tried
to
to
find that bout.
You just do it. So again, like when I fought, what's his name? Like Tavares, when I did that in the fight, or even the first Vittori fight, there was this spin move with the kick I did. I'd never tried it in the gym, but I was like, oh, I saw O'Malley do this. And it landed, and it's now always on my highlights. So those kind of things, I just had the confidence to do them back then because I just do it. Yeah, and if I'm confident in myself, like my tornado kick in kickboxing, I'd never tried it on my training mates because it's really dangerous. But then I knocked down a heavyweight with it in the ring, live. First time ever trying it. I've tried it on pads, tried it on the bag, but I never tried it on a real person in sparring. And I had him against the ropes, boom, hit him. So shit like that I want to try and just have fun. Because I'm not really, again, my legacy is, I said this already, if what I've already done in this game, a lot of people don't even get to the belt, a lot of people don't even get to the UFC, but I've done it twice, still the only 2-time middleweight champion. And if what I've already done in this game won't make me happy, then what will?
Exactly.
What's going to make me happy? It's like, no, I'm happy, but I'm not content. I still have a few things I want to try, a few moves I want to do, a few sequences that I just feel, and some I don't even know about, that just gonna, when I see them on the highlights, I'd be like, ooh, that was tight. So they're yet to come. So I look forward to creating those. That's the artist in me. Because I just like, again, submission. I know I'm gonna choke a motherfucker out. I'm definitely gonna get one of those.
The tricky thing is like, whenever you fight, there's gonna be demand and attention. There are certain people that their career ends not because they want to end.
You got to break up with fighting before fighting breakups with you.
And sometimes it breaks up with them. And that's got to be, think about how brutal that is, because you're like, I still need this.
I've seen it even in my own gym with some people, and I'm just like, bro, he should stop because he's older and this. And then you see the fights, and you're just like, But you can't say anything. It's not my place.
What is the conversation like with
That's the coaches. So they have to have that conversation. So
and will they do it? Will the coaches?
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
And how does that go? Like, will Eugene like sit somebody down and say...
I haven't seen it. It hasn't happened to me. I haven't had that talk yet.
Of course not. But
I think probably most coaches who care about you will let you know, like, bro, I think it's time. Like, you just... And they'll see it and let you know. And if you don't want to listen, you're still stubborn, then they'll support you because you're going to do it anyway.
Yeah.
If you're going to do it anyway, then they're like, okay, cool.
But aren't the coaches incentivized to having the fighters fight as long as possible? So then they continue getting...
That's the coaches if they don't care about their fighters. Like these gyms who have fighters that just like
it's just
cattle.
A mill. It's a factory.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or managers who have fucking 300 fighters on their roster. It's just, they can't care about all of them. Some of them, it's just they're getting 10%, 20% here. It all adds up and they end up being rich. So it's about caring about someone and caring about their well-being. So yeah, you don't want to put someone in there, you're just on the world stage and that's it. Because then the stock of your gym, the stock of your fighters goes down. And you want to keep it up. So I know you're just not that kind of guy. Like me and him, even before that, I think I'll know before him. And probably even at the same time, we'll know. We'll just know. And then it'd be like, yeah, I'll know when it's time.
I think when do you want to break up with fighting? Sorry.
I'll break up with fighting, when it would even it's not, you can't say with fighting, it's not you, it's me. It is me, because fighting's always going to be there, but it's me. Like Father Time, will catch up with all of us at some point. Like I said, now I have to have breakfast because I realize, okay, that actually helps you fuel you before your first training rather than just rolling out of bed and then, cool, let's get to the gym, do the damn thing. But yeah, when will I don't know. But I know, I said at 20-something, I said when I'm 34, I'm done with this game. I'm 35 now. Yeah. But I know I said I'm over the halfway point, then I'm definitely a few years away, maybe 3 years away, but who knows? I know I don't want to be fighting at 40.
Would you do an exhibition? Go to Japan,
hell no,
have some fun, make some money?
Maybe some wrestling, maybe, but like after the UFC, that's the, what the fuck else? Like, bro, all this shit, like, go box or go do this. I'm like, nah, I've been on the top. The baddest of the baddest with the baddest of the baddest. Like, what else compares? Like the UFC, you know, they get a lot of flack, but still, it's the highest combat sports league in the game right now. Yeah. So what else compares to that for me? And that was my dream, to be in the UFC and then be a champion. And then so I'm gonna go box some YouTuber for I mean, fuck, 20 million, bro. But I'm saying, look, I'll pray on it. Inshallah, I'll pray on it. But we'll see. But like, I just don't think anything because of my code and my morals as well. I'm like, again, I'm not desperate for it. So yeah, I'm not desperate for that kind of money. Because again, shout out to my pops. He's looked after the family, the family seats. So yeah, I think there's other ways to make money. Voiceover acting, fucking video game. The video game world is crazy. Yeah. So much more money than Hollywood. Yeah. You know? Like,
because people are actually playing video games.
Yeah. Other people ain't watching movies like they used to. Yeah. Yeah. Like so many new games. I gotta go home and there's Wukong I'm playing, and then fucking Warhammer I'm playing as well right now. I don't know if you guys on game. No, not nerds. Yeah, but yeah, for me, those games right now keep me busy, and I can see myself doing motion capture for those kind of shit.
That'd be sick.
Yeah, I'm great at I've never done motion capture, but I know for a fact I'd be really good at creating certain things with motion capture, and the possibilities are endless. Yeah, because I could be whatever. Yeah, you know what I mean. So yeah, that I'd love to get into.
I think that a lot of people, like, outside of fighting can't fathom that anybody does it for another reason besides money. Yeah. You know, and like, the more that you talk about it, the less I feel you've ever done it for money.
Yeah, now, I've done it for free for years.
Exactly. So it's like, so the idea, like the desire to keep fighting is to scratch the itch that is still there. Whereas everybody else goes, yeah, he's so fucking rich and he's got everything and he's got his health, he's got it. Like, why would you even want to do it? And then you're like, well, the same reason I did it for free. Yeah. Because it is the thing in life that excites me the most. It motivates me the most. It's the reason I get up in the fucking morning. It's like, I imagine when you have a fight sign, like the 3 months before, it's like every single day has purpose. Every single day is meaningful. Yeah. And yeah, I think that's the perspective you got to look at it through. Yeah.
This camp was my best camp in the sense that I did everything. Because again, Father Time, you realize the way your body operates. So I did the massages every week, ice baths every day. The breakfast, the nutrition was on. The strength and conditioning, there was not one day this camp, because again, other camps, some days I wake up and I'm like, fuck, my body, and just like, But this last camp, one day, there's not one day where I woke up where I was just like, this is fucking a drag, you know? So it was, and it's because I did all the things, all the little things. Yeah. See me at night with the fucking hyper ice boots on, you know, the ones that inflate. I think ballers use it as well. Yeah. So I was on that, and
Dove uses it too.
Yeah, he's a baller. Pimp shit. But yeah, so for me, I'm always trying to find ways to, how can I make this better? How can I make the next camp better? How can I make myself better? And again, where we've done the testing now, I know where we're at, and I look forward to the next one. And whenever that is, man, I don't know, but best believe you'll see the best version of me again.
All right, guys, let's take a break for a second, because I got to tell you guys about Odoo. It has happened. Finally, a company has come around that makes you not only starting your business, running your business, a business that you have built up over years. Finally, there is a company that has made running it easier for you. I'm talking about literally everything that it takes to run your business now can be consolidated under one roof by Odoo. Odoo is an all-in-one platform that combines practically every single tool that you could pay for as a business owner under one roof. You can save hundreds, maybe thousands of dollars by making the switch to Odoo, doing the same things you're already doing, but now it's just in one place. They have a time tracking platform so employees can track their hours worked. They have an accounting platform to replace QuickBooks, invoicing, and much more. Plans start for as low as $24.90 a month. That is $24.90 a month, and you can have everything that you do in your business now consolidated. I mean, think about it. DocuSign alone, DocuSign, that app that you're using to sign documents so you can do it on your phone, that's $25 a month alone. When you can use Odoo's signature platform, does the exact same thing for the same price while having access to every other business tool they have. You want to design your website? Odoo is going to do it for you. They have so many other options. You should go look at it right now. And here's the thing. Your first app on Odoo is free for life with unlimited hosting and support. You also get a free personalized domain name. That's your website for the entire year. If this sounds useful, all you have to do is go to odoo.com/flagrant. That is odoo.com/flagrant to get started with Odoo for free. Go now, help it organize your business. Let it help you save money. You are very welcome. Let's get back to the show. All right, guys, we have to take a break for a second to share with you the power of positive thinking, okay? On a podcast a few episodes ago, while, Bitcoin started to soar and crypto looked like it was out of the gutter, we said, you know what? We want some money.
Yeah.
We want to get some money.
Yeah.
We shouted out an exchange, an OG exchange. The exchange has been around, 13 years? That's important. Mm-hmm. No FTX drama over here.
Yeah.
Okay?
Hopefully.
We all hope. But if you're still around, even after the bad times, you might be legit.
Yeah.
We hope you're legit. Check better clear. Point that up I'm trying to make right here now is we shouted them out, and all of a sudden they're like, let's do some business. Now, is this terrifying? Absolutely. Okay. I just want to point out right now. I just want to say this right now. CoffeeZilla, we're doing our best.
Yeah.
Okay. CoffeeZilla is all above sea level, or whatever that term is.
Yeah, that's boring.
Hey, listen. CoffeeZilla, you let us know if we're doing something wrong. Put on them suspenders. Do whatever you need. But we are, what is it, above board?
Above board.
We're above board.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay?
I love everything CoffeeZilla.
Love CoffeeZilla.
Love Godzilla. Love Asians.
All Zillas.
Everything.
But especially CoffeeZilla. Okay? Kraken is the exchange that we're working with. Okay? Coffee, you hit me up. If there's anything that you see. Okay? All right? But Kraken is the one that we shouted out, and Kraken was like, yo, let's do some business. Yeah, they're all flush because Bitcoin's at like 93 grand right now. So they're cooking, okay? They want to talk to the boys, okay? Do a little business. We're down to do business. CoffeeZilla, hopefully this is okay. Listen.
Hopefully it's not bank fraud.
Hopefully this is not bank fraud,
We're
okay?
trying
I think
not-
it seems pretty legit.
I think it is.
It seems pretty legit. They've been around here for 13 years. This is not Sam Bank from Freed. It's none of that shit. Okay? What I'm trying to say is Kraken. God, this is scary. Kraken is where it's at.
We're going to jail, bro.
Listen, we're probably going to jail.
We're going
But
straight to
listen, we're
jail.
going to go to jail together. Anyway, not only is Kraken where it's at,
That's what
okay?
he told me in Sweden, too.
Yeah. You shouldn't have violated the law. You shouldn't have violated the law. The point that I'm trying to make is Kraken put 10 grand into each one of our accounts, and we got to buy our own crypto with it, which we are not endorsing in any way, shape, or form. This is not an endorsement. Matter of fact, if I was you, I wouldn't buy anything I bought.
I'm already down, to be honest with you. It got deposited in my account. I looked at it. It was less than what he said
You
was
hear
going to
that,
get it.
CoffeeZilla? Do you hear what we're saying right now?
We're being defrauded.
We
Your boy is up. I'm just letting you know your boy is up.
He might be insider trading coffee. Go look at him. Go look
Investigate
at him.
him
Look him up.
Nah,
look at him up. But my point is,
my name is Akash Singh.
my point is, we have all been given that 10 grand. And listen, and after how long are we going to do until we?
End of December.
After end of December.
Okay.
The winner
Your boy's up. I'm just letting
gets a
y'all know.
full investigative piece by CoffeeZilla. The winner. So we are actively trying to lose money over here. Listen, if Kraken want to give us their money to lose, we gonna lose it.
Let it be.
Okay? But the winner gets investigated by CoffeeZilla full. And again, Coffee, if you sense any foul play, we're too stupid to know if we play foul.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is hit us up.
Word.
All you gotta do is hit us up. You don't even need to hit us up. Just put a video about if you putting one suspender over your shoulder. We'll delete the whole podcast. Okay? We're deleting the whole podcast. If one suspender goes over his shoulder, that strikes enough fear in our souls that we delete the whole podcast.
Yes.
But Kraken is where we're going to be doing our crypto. Okay? So let's hope Bitcoin keeps rising. Let's hope that every annoying crypto dude out there thinks they're a genius now that crypto's up. I liked it when they had a little humility in their
You
system.
ain't know I'm a genius now.
The arrogance.
Like, you ain't know?
The arrogance. The arrogance
When
that
Trump
comes
got
when
elected, I became a genius. So my picks, bro.
Go get him,
Come on.
suspenders. Yo,
To the
Coffee, get him.
moon.
He bought
Coffee, get
crypto
him.
and a Cybertruck when second Trump got elected. Isn't that
Get
crazy?
him, get him, Coffee.
This guy's MAGA.
Get him, Coffee.
Superstition.
Dark
Get
MAGA.
him, Coffee. He's dark. Anyway, Kraken, listen, I just want to let you guys know once again, this is not investment advice. Matter of fact, it's the opposite. We're going to lose our money.
Yes. If you want to lose money.
Then you pay attention to us. Okay? Crypto trading involves risk of loss and is offered to U.S. customers, excluding Washington, New York, and Maine. I'm pretty sure that's what
you
those are.
nailed that.
Killed that shit, right? Through Payword Interactive Inc. You heard that disclosure I just gave right there? That's really important. Anyway, if you go right now to kraken.com/flagrant, or you just scan the QR code on the screen, and that QR code better be legit. Start your crypto journey today with Kraken. It's been around for 13 years and had no struggles. So you can trust it.
Yeah, you can trust it.
Okay? It's all about trust. It's all about trust.
Yes.
And doing everything above board.
Yes, I love
And staying above sea level also. Those things are important.
Yes.
And if for whatever reason we are investigated,
I'm so sorry.
we can just go back to this time right here where we said we're horrible.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
But I love that these crypto companies are making money so they can give us money.
yeah.
That's great.
Are we allowed to say what we invested in? Or is that where it gets illegal?
No, you can say we invested in.
U.S. Treasury bonds.
You really trying to fuck
No,
that now? That's what I'm talking about.
I
I
put
like
it
that
all
right
in
there.
bonds.
I like
fiat.
that.
I put it in
part.
fiat. The
I didn't
US
even
dollar.
know we could do that.
Yeah,
Can we?
That is.
That's not what they want you to do.
That is.
But I think that's going to keep me out of the investigation.
That is
SEC,
good.
I'm on your team. All right, just let the
That
record
is,
show.
I'm not worried about the SEC.
There's no cameras in this room.
Wait a minute. That's the only camera in this one, and then that one.
I was looking here
You're just
for
looking
like
at a tripod.
5 minutes.
You just see. This is how it starts. This is how it starts.
We're on tough times, bro. We only got 2 cameras left.
This is how it starts.
We are bleeding money, bro.
This is how it starts.
Can we put our
Mark.
money to B&H?
See, listen, you plead poverty, and then CoffeeZilla does some investigative research, and turns out you're actually a trillionaire.
No. It's not like
Camp
that.
Gagnon is over. Camp is canceled.
No, don't do that.
It looks like not going to be any camp signups this year.
No, don't do that.
Yeah, that could happen.
No.
They're
we're
going to
good
cut
guys.
down that treehouse. We're going to light that shit on fire.
Please don't.
That's happened. Watch out.
gotta sell it
WTF
for
Media,
lumber, bro.
done. It's all done.
We don't do
You
crypto.
try to get cute. I told you guys, I was like, listen, I think we should just stay away from the crypto shit. You guys were like, but there's so much money in it.
Wait, no, we didn't.
We did it?
We didn't do a stereotypical Jewish accent.
That wasn't Jewish.
We didn't do
All
that.
right, let me try that again. Oh, but there's so much money in it.
Somehow it's still accurate.
Okay, let me try it one more time.
It's like less raises.
Let me try it one more time.
Nah,
But there's so much money in it. That's okay. All of a sudden, that's
Somehow
okay.
That one's
fine.
actually good.
That's
That's
okay.
That's a
Yeah, the
bump board.
Jamaican guy that wants money is totally fine.
It's a bump board
exactly.
now. It is.
Oh my lord, man! Listen, shout
I feel
out
like you're talking about a
Kraken.
food truck.
Shout out Kraken is what I'm trying to say. Legally, you could legally take your own risk and invest your money in there to do your crypto stuff, which is obviously a risk, and you could do it legally. Anything you guys want to say else?
Not guilty.
That's what I'm saying.
I blame Akash.
What Akash do?
He's hard. They already got him. Man.
Well, we kept him out of this one on purpose.
Yeah.
CoffeeZilla's got him behind the building right now. Tied in a chair. Where are they? Show me the money.
All right, man. But for real, we got to get back to the show while we still have one. And we appreciate y'all. So go right now to kraken.com/flagrant or scan that QR code. All right. Well, the Strickland DDP is interesting because you probably want a rematch with. Do you care about the Strickland fight again?
I do. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come
you want
on.
that back?
Come on, man. Like again, I know me, and I know where I was during that fight week and all that. And again, that was his time. It was his week.
That's the only fight of yours I haven't watched live
Really? You just
since
like
we've known each other.
damn.
So that's my fault.
Sorry.
That's
I
my
forgive
bad,
you.
bro.
I forgive you.
That's
You
fine.
were on stage?
I think so. But
I remember that. You came upstairs.
It felt weird.
The only fight.
Yeah, but it felt weird for me. And then, like, in the fight itself, like, when he dropped me, I remember getting up, and I'm like, oh, this nigga's hitting me. Oh, shit, he's hitting me. And I looked at Mark Goddard, and there's a picture of me. I'm like, I'm good.
Yeah.
And he's probably, like, 18 punches deep.
Yeah.
Wasn't really hitting me, but it was, like, hitting the guard, and I'm just like, cool. And I stopped fighting back.
Yeah.
But the whole fight just felt like a weird dream.
Out of
you know
body
the dreams?
experience.
Yeah, like when you're trying to, like, really... And in a dream trying to hit the monster, you're like, what the fuck? Noodle arms.
Yeah.
It felt weird. And again, it was just his week. His pressure, his game.
Yeah. He
the
does
way he
apply
played.
good pressure
Yeah.
and like consistent pressure while closing distance.
Wait till I fight him again. Like with DDP, I walked him back a few times.
100%.
Because
I feel like he was just like he was effective when he was doing that bum rush thing. It's such
Yeah.
a weird. What are you thinking as a fighter? Like literally your entire life, your coaches are going, whatever you do, don't run straight and just throw big looping punches. Because
Put your
the
head
guys
down, not even looking.
But why is it effective? You think?
I think just him as a fighter, the style, the cadence, even his question mark kick, it's so slow. By the time
Peculiar though, right?
By the time you block it and come back, now he didn't hit me with it. He hit Strickland with it. But I've seen him when he did it, he'd question mark and catch him. But it's so slow. By the time you block and come down, then it hits you. It's weird. It's weird.
It's like off speed.
Off speed, yeah. He's off speed.
I remember when Manny Pacquiao fought Manuel Marquez or whatever.
Juan Manuel
Marquez, yeah.
His trainer, after the third fight or something, was like, now that Manny is a more orthodox fighter and more traditional, I think we're going to have an easier time with him. Because before, we never knew what was coming, where it was coming from. It was so unorthodox, you couldn't figure it out.
That's what I'm saying. The freedom to try whatever. You know?
Yeah.
But I don't think that's him. I think he's just awkward. That's his style. And also his will.
and durability.
His will.
Yeah, yeah.
That was the thing.
When he's tired, he'll still go. Because there was a bit in the fourth round, I was lighting him up and then he shot and I sprawled back of his head. My nuts hit him. Boom, into the ground. And I thought I rocked him maybe. But then I get up and I'm there. And then, what's his name? The ref's like, get up. He didn't get up, gets on his knees. And the ref's like, get up. And he finally gets up and I attack him. And he didn't even care about what he just wanted to throw. So he threw. And you have to address it because, you know, it's something coming at you. But he just throws just to stop you in your tracks. So he's not trying to hit you. He's not doing a aim and fire. He's throwing and hoping. So it just stops you in your tracks. It stops your momentum. And then you have to go again. But his will, he's a stubborn dude. But you just have to outwill him. And again, I can't wait till I fight, you know, guys like Strickland or whoever. Because now, even Pereira, the second fight, I remember thinking, like, I told Eugene, I'm going to stress you out this fight. You know that, right? And he's like, what? I'm like, I'm going to stress. Because I know in the corner, he's going to be like, oh, fuck, that was close. And in Miami, that was, because I was like, nah, I'm going to be right there. And I was pushing him back. When he pushes me back, and I'm like, nah, I know how to do it to people.
So wait, when you went for Pereira too,
I was like, yeah, let's go. Like I told you, I'm going to stress you out.
Because you had
right
a lot of confidence going into one, I feel like. And I feel like you were,
I was beating him.
yeah.
I mean,
I'm the only one that
if
ever
round
took
one
it.
is 10 seconds longer, it's a first round knockout.
3 seconds longer.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
I needed. But again, that's the life of it, eh? And then it got to the point where eventually I lose to him and I say, all right, let's do it again then straight away. Boom. And then in the part 2 fight, I'm just like, I'm coming at you. And even when I watch the walkout now,
Wait, hold on. Stop. You decide to come at him. Is that strategy because you think he thinks that you're going to be... Got it. Okay.
so they think, oh, he's just going to move back and leg kicks and paw. But I'm like, nah, watch this. So I told Eugene, I'm going to stress you the fuck out. This is like 2 weeks before the fight. Oh, 3 weeks before the fight. 2 weeks before I hurt my knee. And then, so even going into that fight, fucked up knee, I was just like, I'm going to attack him and go forward.
So first round, the first thing that he realizes, oh shit, he's not afraid.
Yeah.
So now his mental in that fight is going to be completely
Because
flipped.
they expected me to move back.
And just kind of counter punch.
So for me, I'm just like, nah, I'm going to attack him. Because sometimes people forget I can do that. Until you show them, they're like, oh shit, he can.
So you put pressure on.
I can. And then eventually, he got me. Pereira, like certain people just used to taking leg kicks.
How does that affect?
That's when I'm able to push Pereira backwards. So I go southpaw because I can just check the leg kick. From this stance, I can just turn the knee in, and then I was pushing him backwards southpaw. So I'm like, okay.
Wait, is he traditional?
He's orthodox. Yeah.
So he
likes orthodox. He can fight both ways, but not as good as
he prefers orthodox. And then when he throws that quick little
leg kick, it's orthodox.
So
and if you're orthodox, that's when. So whenever for me,
so you would have to throw it to the inside of your calf,
and then you could just that's easier to check.
And then you just leaning into it,
just turn the knee.
Yeah.
So for me, when he hurt my leg, and then I went southpaw, and then this is by the cage, I was like, you know what? How I'm gonna bring him in? I just went give him. So I went. You see me? I switched back to orthodox. So I was like, he's gonna take the leg.
Does seeing the tear that Alex is on right now, does that make the victory feel?
I hope he never stops.
Yeah, because it just makes your victory feel so much sweeter, right?
David, what'd you say the other day? No one's ever gone past 2 rounds, a round and a half with him. And I never thought about that till he said it. And I was like, oh, yeah, only Jan, I think, was the only one maybe.
I was just wrestling.
Standing on the feet. Yeah, again, to stand on the feet with him. And even he said, you told me last night. He said,
I saw it on Instagram. Hopefully this is a real quote, but they were he was talking about, they were asking about another guy that, like, I guess was in kickboxing with you guys. I don't know if you had fought him.
I haven't seen it yet.
I think Alex had fought him. And they basically asked him, do you think he'll be successful at UFC? And he's like, he's not Izzy. He's not me. Like, he can't do it. And again, I don't know your guys' relationship. And even if that's a real quote, because it's on fucking Instagram.
Yeah.
But if it is, I think it's a pretty cool admission of respect.
Oh, no, we know. Like me and him know every time to fight each other is not an easy fight.
Yeah.
And now we've had that rivalry. And again, I've said this, some people are like, oh, you scared. I'm like, then why did I fight him straight away after he knocked me out in the biggest fucking arena in the world? But it's not that. It's just for me, the story itself. The whole story, like, even what did Dana say? You could do a 30 for 30 on us.
I mean, it's crazy.
And you should.
You will. You should. You will.
Honestly, like a 30 for 30 ESPN special on our fucking story from kickboxing, and then him chasing me, and then this, and then we should even do an interview afterwards. Just the two of you. Yeah, sit down and just Shama.
Yeah,
and then I'll say whatever I say, and then Shama, and then bro it out.
Yeah, it seems like he has a lot of love for you, which I like.
Yeah, it's...
Or respect, at least.
It's respect. There's something about, like, if you knock someone out, even me, like, I let it go when he knocked me out. I never chased him.
Yeah.
I'm always fine. Like, look, if the Sean fight never happens again, I'm fine. If you've never been in that situation, you never understand how to let go. You have to be willing to let go. You can't keep chasing these things. So for me, I don't chase them. They always come back around. And that's how I know these moments come back around. But yeah, we've had that. If I fight him again and I knock him out, then, oh, look, it's 3-2 now. Best out of 7. Like, who am I fighting for? And again, I only have how much more left in the game. I'm not going to try and, just to entertain people. There's more fights I'd rather do. A couple more rematches I'd rather do.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I don't want to keep chasing the same fucking, or beating a dead horse or whatever.
Yeah. Now, you said that you believe he actually does use spells.
Look, we all have something. We all have some
Now we're talking.
A little.
Now we're talking.
Like I said, before I fought him in Miami, there was nights I'll just be in the house shadow boxing, pacing up and down, microdosed up a little bit, or macrodosed, or I'll be in the shower. I've said the shower is the greatest place to create.
Shower shrooms.
Yeah.
That's what you were saying,
bro. Shower shrooms. And just like, there was one night, Chance is in bed sleeping, and then I just go in his room, like, towel on, like, Chance. He's like, huh? What? Oh, shit. I'm like, I'm on. He's like, oh, okay. Like, he knew straight away what I meant. Because sometimes if he comes home and he hears the same track on a loop and I'm in the shower, he just knows, he's
in his zone.
He's in there, in that void, and just creating. So again, I don't know if anyone else does this, but I just employ people to, like, there's techniques. But yeah, that's my way of, like, now he has his ancestors. He has his people from his tribe. And even when I fought Rob the first time in Melbourne, I felt something with him. I've never really spoken on this, but like, everyone has something. I have my parents fasting and praying. I have my uncle who's a pastor, prayer warriors back in Nigeria praying for me. So yeah, but also we all tap into, because we're indigenous people, we know how to tap into the spirituality of things. So he definitely has an energy behind him that just props him up, gets him going. And it's hard to explain unless you've been in there with someone. And if you have, you'll know. It's in the eyes, it's in the energy, it's the spirit. So you can clown me and say, oh, it's fucking woo-woo, whatever. But again, in the Western world, no one really fucks with that. It's all about science and energies and crystals and all that.
But you felt it with Rob? Because Rob's what, Maori?
Maori, yeah. There was something different. And also, I maybe my thing with the death note, I don't know. But yeah, also he's the Grim Reaper apparently. So, but I felt it with Rob. It was something. But, you know, this is things I don't like to, because I grew up in Nigeria. I've seen people get possessed. Yeah. I've seen, David, remember at the house in Shangisha when that lady, do you remember as a kid? 5. Oh yeah, now you remember. But then this, yeah, I've seen some shit. We've seen
what happened.
Now we're talking. Let's fucking go.
Okay, so this
Mark's
okay.
locked in over there right now.
Short story.
He's witnessed
Short story.
divine creation.
Our other brother, Sam, he lived in Nigeria longer than us, and then he came to join us in New Zealand.
Yeah.
And he came with so many stories.
Yeah.
Like one time after school, one of the students picked up a rubber band and turned into a yam. And then everyone's like, oh, they've turned into a yam. And they cut the yam open, and then there was blood. And I was like, you're capping, you're lying. And then I went to our dad, and I was like, is this true? And he's like these things happen, like no cap. And he's not going to bullshit, like he's not like a, you know what I mean?
Doesn't need it for clout.
Yeah.
I've seen some stuff in boarding school.
Great voice.
I've seen, You wait till you hear his laugh. When he laughs and he's fucking rolling, he's hilarious.
It's a little discouraging. We haven't heard that in an hour and a half.
I'm working on it.
Nah,
But it's true.
it's true. I've seen some stuff. Again, the one I was talking about in the house, after school, we used to just hear random noises from the house above us, constantly just, blah, 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 blah. What the fuck? She's speaking in tongues. And then one night, I remember like maybe around 2 or 3 a.m., the whole house, there was commotion, and then they took her to a church or something to go pray. And then I tried to see her. My parents were like, just go in your room, and lock the door. And then I tried to ask the housemaids the next day what happened, but everyone just kept, just whatever. But I found out later on it was she passed the thing on. It was a housemaid from upstairs. She passed it to the mom, and the mom passed it to the kids, and then the dad was the only one who didn't get touched by it. But then they had to like do this whole exorcist shit. This sounds crazy, like some fucking movie shit. Actually,
Let's go.
but it happens. I've seen it, and again, boarding school, I've seen it as well. It's real. I don't want to go too much into it because then I just sound like a fucking crazy person. But yeah, I already do. But still,
You experienced
Wait,
it.
what happened
and
in
more,
boarding
and
school?
more.
What happened allegedly? Like,
Okay. Boarding school, we're playing tag, and then this kid, whenever he got tagged, he just kind of switch, and he'd catch someone and start trying to beat them. And well, what the fuck, yo, relax, chill. And later on, we couldn't find him for hours. And then at one point, me and this kid who were looking for him, we see in the night, lightning strikes again, and he's right there running us in slow motion. And I'll never forget this because there's moments in your life you just click.
Let's get out.
And they just go,
a guy running and get out.
and then we ran, and then people were like, what the fuck? We were like, he's coming. But yeah,
So did he come?
well, I don't know. Fuck, I didn't stay to find out.
So okay.
Yeah, get the fuck out of there. Yeah, and eventually they found him. They found him later on. Eventually, and he was in the bushes somewhere. This is in Ogun State, Bell's boarding school. They found him eventually in the bushes somewhere. And yeah, I think after the next day, we never saw him at school for a while.
Yo, Vala's got a story. There were some knives that flew off the shelf in Pakistan. Remember that?
Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean?
Yeah, so I was at my grandma's house, whose house was like super haunted.
Yeah.
It was on a burial site. And it was me, my cousins, my aunt who's deaf, and all of a sudden, these like steak knives like just flew like across the room and stabbed my my aunt's shirt through the couch.
Damn.
And we're all just like, it was my aunt and us, and we're just like screaming, screaming for help, and nobody was there. And so my aunt had to like take the knife out and just grab all the kids and run out of the house.
Did it pierce skin or just the shirt?
No, just the shirt.
Damn, lucky.
That was your uncle trying to get a divorce.
Just for some more backstory. Going to a witch doctor if you've got problems, your husband's cheating on you or something. It's like part of a way of life in some parts of Nigeria. You go, they'll do a little sacrifice, they'll kill a chicken, they'll give you something, they'll be like, hey, go put it under your doormat.
And then your husband will just stop cheating.
When he steps on it, like if there's one, trust me, bro, they should take as a fact. This is it.
Yeah.
Like, this is it.
Have you ever used a witch doctor
Hell
for
no.
anything?
Nah, we don't like, cause we grew up in a Christian household, so we stayed away from that. But You know, we call them babalawo. I think in South Africa they call them sangoma. So everyone or different tribes in Africa have different names for them. But before Christianity, before all that, these guys were, and it's not because, you know, the Western world will say this is bad, this is juju, this and that. But then it was African spirituality before Christianity or whatever came through, even Islam.
White people.
Yeah, white people. But still, we people tap into it, but I just stay away from it, and I do it in my own way with certain things. Because look, the spectrum of light's so different. Like even when I'm on shrooms, the way I feel, the way I see things, the way I perceive the world, I know there's more. There's way more. The way I've seen my cat, rest in peace, Cinderoo. I used to see her at nighttime. I mean, what is she chasing? I'm watching TV, I'll just see her like da-da-da-da-da, and I'm like, what is she actually chasing? Because they can see far more than us in the spectrum of light. So it'd be egotistical of us to think like we know, as humans, we know what the fucking realm is. Like, anyway, that's my TED talk.
You see those cats that go and sit on the hospital bed when someone's dying?
There's been,
like they can smell something, and there's like, have you heard this?
Mark always tries to make us like cats. It's just never gonna work.
This is why you shouldn't like them, bro. They're going on the bed and shit. They might be killing the people.
Now, there was one, I think it was in England at a retirement home. Don't quote me on this, but then whenever the cat spends time with someone who never spends time with anyone, and then, he about to die. And it became a thing, and they put it on the news and whatnot. It's on YouTube somewhere.
Yeah, and it turns out all those people were allergic to cats.
He's quick with it, bro. He's on.
Which is crazy, right?
It's like dad jokes now, man. Yeah.
Wait, Vali, y'all bury? You're dead? You don't cremate?
No.
Oh. That's weird. Y'all wild white, but that shit. That's
nah, the Ganges is haunted, bro. The Ganges is haunted as fuck. You gotta be careful with that.
Where's the Ganges?
That's the big river in India.
Spread ashes when someone dies.
I see, yeah.
Where they pour
I've
it
seen
out.
it, yeah, I've seen it, yeah, they do.
Pour it out for the dead.
Shit water.
Yeah.
Wow. Talking about your great grandparents.
It's fucked up when Vala says it. Because there's a war.
My grandmother's ashes in there. Can you imagine if I went to 9/11 and started shitting on your ancestors? I went to the World Trade Center. I started
Are
going
you
to your
talking to me
people.
or Dove?
That's good.
I'll allow
That was good.
Bro, you ever heard of The Serpent and the Rainbow, this book?
No.
This is a book, this is great, by this guy Wade Davis, all right?
Yeah.
Serpent and the Rainbow.
He went to Haiti, IET. He's a Harvard psychologist.
Okay.
He hears a story about this guy.
Let's go, Mark, dude. Let's go, Professor Gagnon.
Someone give me a Zen or a coffee or something like that.
Let's go.
Let Mark cook,
Mark,
dude.
you got a Zen? You got a Zen?
I don't. I'm
someone
off
gave
it.
me
I'm off
something.
I still, you know the one I took back, allegedly, still haven't tried it. It's probably expired now, but I saw Rogan even taking them. I've seen other people take them, and ever since you told me, if you want to feel nauseous and disoriented, take them. So I was like, I don't know about that, but I think maybe I'll try like a small one. I just want to feel it. Because I know tobacco is a nootropic, right?
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Nicotine's
It's
a
a nicotine nootropic.
Yeah, okay, bet.
And it's good in small doses. You do too much, then your nervous system
I'm
will
not
be on
trying to do
fire.
that.
Okay.
This guy
Tell us about your gay bar.
No, it's not gay. It's not gay. The Serpent and the Rainbow. It sounds gay. I know that.
Serpent and the Rainbow.
He's a Harvard psychologist, right? He goes down to Haiti because he hears a story about this guy,
I catch.
Clairvius Narcy, all right, Haitian dude, that was a zombie for 20 years.
Well, yeah, of course. Everybody knows about him.
This guy claims that he was poisoned by a witch doctor, by a Bokaru in Haiti. Gets
Good catch. I
sent.
didn't even mean to do that. Sorry. Great catch.
Cat-like, right?
Yeah.
Watch out. He finds out that basically he gets poisoned by a witch doctor. He gets buried. The witch doctor exhumes his body, takes him to a different part of Haiti that makes him work as like a slave on Datura, like different drugs for like 20 years. Eventually he's able to escape after his witch doctor guy dies.
Yeah.
And then he goes back to his family and he's like, yo, this is what happened to me. I wasn't able to like escape. He like put a spell on me or some shit. And this psychologist went down there and like documented it. And it was kind of like, yeah, it's possible that some of the drugs, he basically like gave some validity to it, that it's possible that he was using puffer fish and this specific thing that would basically put someone into a coma for a short period of time. And so he was basically trying to find like scientific validity to this idea of like
justify what
there's this
happened.
Haitian zombie, which is like crazy.
And?
But I don't know. The book, I've never read it, but it seems like there's criticism both ways.
Why do we want to believe all this shit?
Because it's fire, dude.
It's like conspiracies. It's like conspiracies.
Exactly. But why are we so
seen it?
inclined?
Well, I've seen some shit. That's the thing. I've seen some shit. I've felt some shit.
I'm
so
not
it's different.
questioning if you've seen it or not. I'm saying, why do I want to believe? Like, you start the story, I want it to be true.
Same.
It shows that there's
Like,
more.
I
There's
should-
more.
Maybe that's it.
Yeah.
Maybe we want to
You have a
believe in the
God-shaped
supernatural.
hole in your heart.
When you told me, no, but when you told me the shit about the cats, I need to accept Jesus. I have accepted Jesus. So
Still feeling empty, huh?
no, but that's why you have so many gods. No, there's a, but like I even see like my dog hanging around my child, right? And I'm like, well, they have a protective instinct and she just knows or whatever. Or maybe it's because the people that give her the food are around the child. You know what I mean? But like, I want to believe this dog sees something pure in this kid. Yeah. And then my baby tried to like take a toy my dog was playing with, and I just saw my dog go.
Oh, nah.
And I was like, oh, they ain't shit. These dogs ain't shit at all.
Do you reprimand them straight away?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah. I
Let
just
them know straight
reprimanded
away.
by throwing the thing continuously for it.
Yeah, oh, no. Don't reward them.
No. You're right. I have to make sure that behavior is not tolerant.
Let them know the baby's up
Is
here,
above them.
and
Yeah. That's a good point.
Because that's how kids get.
Yeah. But why are we so compelled to want to believe in? Is it the
more.
supernatural?
I think there's so much we don't know.
Yeah.
Having some explanation for some supernatural phenomenon is like, okay, there are things that are beyond our comprehension that are happening out there.
Oh, that's interesting. So it justifies all the things that we can't explain.
Yeah.
So believing in these little things can justify the greater things that we don't understand.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
that's interesting.
The inability
perspective.
to explain things is anxiety inducing.
Yes.
It's like, oh, I say something that can jinx something, but if I knock on wood, I have some control over my, my future destiny.
Yeah.
Like those types of like superstitions.
I love knocking on wood.
And I'm surprised you actually have seen it and you haven't looked into it more.
Nah, I don't want to. I've never fucked with a Ouija board, nothing like that, because I just know as Nigerians, this is why on these movies there's always white kids, because they're, oh yeah, let's go talk to the fucking thing, you know? You don't see no black kids fuck with that, because I know it's real. And then it can enter you. You know it can like become a thing, so I'm just like, nah, I'm good. So yeah.
Well, you need to holler at some of the witch doctors for your opponents in the future. Throw some shit in the locker room.
Nah, I'd rather do it myself. That's the thing. Skills.
Gotta get the
so that
edge
way I
on
know.
them somehow.
The edge, yeah. So that's, bro, even in Nigeria, they do it with football. They put something at someone's goalpost just to try and like.
Do you remember this in the World Cup?
Nah.
Like there
Was it a
like,
thing?
There was a whole thing in the World Cup. This was like 2012. Like Nigeria was like winning games. They got like a call, and there was like a crow that was on the goalpost or some shit. Like so we got spun.
There's
into a
always
story.
something. And
do
again,
that shit.
they will try. Yeah.
Nah, but nothing's
Go to
free,
my-
bro. Nothing's free.
Yeah.
You can't ask for dark favors without a kid taking on a debt.
Oh, if
I
they
like
do
that.
it.
Come on.
You can't ask for dark favors without taking on a debt.
Nothing's for free. I like that.
Genie heard from
I
this
know.
past.
What movie you got that from?
Nah, everything needs a sacrifice.
That makes
Christians,
sense.
we have the one sacrifice.
Yeah.
God,
How
Father.
convenient, huh?
Yeah.
How convenient.
Because he died for the sins.
Yeah.
Yo,
He
but
sacrificed
shout
his
out
only
Jesus,
son.
bro.
Yeah.
I don't think Jesus gets enough credit. Don't you think he doesn't?
Yeah. Not at the moment, but again, I claim back the word God. You see
One
me
day?
saying God. No, I keep saying it now because at first it felt so triggering, and I'd be like, the universe. But I'm like, nah, God is the one. No matter what that force is, it's what we all tap into.
Call it the universe. This is just a euphemism for God.
Yeah. Like even my boy Shah Ike, when we were in Abu Dhabi recently, I went to the mosque with him. I put the whole thing on, and then I went to pray at the mosque with him, and he was really touched because he's like, man, none of my friends have ever come to the mosque to pray with me. But I was like, of course I'm gonna tap in. It's a praise, and I just went there, followed what he was doing, but I was just meditating. I didn't really know the Quran or speak the Arabic or whatever, but it's just my way of tapping in with cultures. No matter what, you still feel the same energy. We're all still trying to connect to the same oneness. If I ever go to a Hindi temple, I do the same thing.
We did that. Remember we hit the track?
Yeah. In Singapore, yeah.
Where?
In Singapore, the Hindu temple.
It's a
nice.
track. You just run circles around it.
You walk mad laps.
Oh, what do you
It
mean?
just get you dizzy.
Really?
And then you walk out there like, oh, that was spiritual. I like that.
The Indian 500.
Dizzy.
It's a thing.
He's on.
I'm not gonna take 2 weeks off the pod every single week
And have a baby.
Dad jokes galore.
No, we went and we did it, and it was cool. They were moving. They were moving.
Yeah. I love the masjid too.
But do you always, is that part of the culture? Is that you go around every single time, like when you would go to temple as a kid?
Usually there's like a certain, like a Ganesh statue, or whatever, and you'll do the circle around the Ganesh, odd number of times, 1, 3, 5, 7, whatever.
Even at your wedding, I know it was the Sikh wedding,
yeah.
but there was also doing the circles.
Yeah, we did, I think 5.
7, no?
Yeah, 7, maybe.
We did 5. You guys had to do 2 extra or something like that?
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. I don't even remember, to be honest with you. I know a Hindu ceremony is 7. I know my shit.
Yeah. That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
And then remember when y'all tried to feed us mud?
Oh yeah.
The best.
I remember that. They tried to feed us mud, and they thought that we wouldn't know it was mud, but we ate it.
Yeah.
We did eat it.
Tastes good.
It was delicious.
Yeah, it was delicious.
I think about that dude's toenail to this day. So specifically, his
one?
toenail. The guy that
There
was
was a
scooping, the
toenail
scooper.
inside. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
they used
the
a
toenail.
knife to.
I don't know how they used
The
it.
dude
but-
that was scooping, he had a toenail, and it's nothing against him. We all, some Dove has a toenail, but he had a toenail specifically, shoes off, and then also scooping.
Oh, wow.
And I've just never forgotten the toenail.
With the foot or?
No, he wasn't scooping with his foot.
He just had a long toenail.
It's just, you saw it. And like,
I see. So
like
it grossed you
he
out.
was feeding you, but he also had a barnacle.
And you're like, ugh.
Yeah.
I went back for seconds, by
What
the way.
is that?
I had multiple.
Prasad.
I had multiple. Shout out to that. What would you call it? Temple?
Gurdwara.
Gurdwara. Shout out to that
Water.
Gurdwara. They had the best. What do you call it? 'Cause
Prasad.
What is it?
Prasad.
They got the best Prasad in Jersey.
Yeah.
So if y'all want to fire Prasad, you gotta pull up to that Gurdwara. That shit was. You remember that?
Yeah.
That shit hit the hand, and I was like, I said, boom, I ate it. And then after eating, I didn't even know if we were supposed to.
Yeah.
And, like, because I was so hungry. I was starving, dude.
Yeah.
And I ate that shit, and I was like, ooh, they on to this mud shit. They on to something. Like, we gotta look at mud different. Like, I didn't feel that way. That shit was delicious. And I said, yo, run that back, Toe.
You did a lot. You did a lot
I said,
first.
toenails, run that back.
You weren't supposed to eat it, I don't think.
I don't, what? No, we're supposed to
No, you turned it into
yeah.
a sculpture. Yeah, you're supposed to paint, make something. But you know, Gandhi used to read the New Testament. I read that today. Apparently, he read the New Testament all
Of
the
course
time.
he did. All the
King
boys
James
do.
version.
Probably.
Everybody does.
Someone said, "Why wouldn't you become a Christian?" And he said, "If I ever met a true one, then I would."
Wow.
Which I was like, "Yo, this guy."
Gandhi had bars.
Gandhi's
Gandhi
quick.
had bars.
Wow.
I love your Christ. It's your Christians I have a problem with.
Yeah.
I was like,
Everybody be saying that.
Gandhi
So
has a
what?
bar.
Same.
Yeah, no, but that's you. You who they talking about? Me? Yeah. You who they talking about?
I'm modern Orthodox.
What?
Gandhi made you go back to
Izzy's
violence.
fighting style.
I made a new one. No. You're right. But listen, we have to aspire to be. The only perfect one is Jesus. Go meet him then.
Yeah, pull up.
He probably did already.
Where'd you grow up, Andrew? As Christian?
Nah, we weren't religious. My parents weren't
He's
religious.
still not, to be honest.
Dance?
Yeah.
Yo, so what?
Claimed it.
So
So it's so funny. Like everybody, like now that everybody hates Jews on the internet, they hate me for being Jewish. Before that, they
Well, you're
did.
not Jewish.
I know, but they
Okay.
think I am.
Ah, the name.
But like,
still.
like, it's
Which is really a sign of success if you think about it.
Yeah.
Well, that is also, yeah. Well, I was gonna say, like, people just hate you and then attach whatever. This is what it's like. This is the best example I can have for it is like whoever cuts you off in like a car.
Yeah.
It's just the first thing that you think you know about them.
Yeah.
You attach to your anger.
And they're like, oh.
If it's a woman, you bitch can't fucking drive, whatever. And so they just think that I'm Jewish.
Yeah.
And I just be letting
They
them
don't even
think
care
that
to
shit.
check. They just like, yeah, it must be, and just on you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fair.
but you're not throwing them off the trail though.
You're right, dude.
Kind of late in it.
I gotta let them think,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
And then when they see me in heaven, they're like, "What are you doing?" Someone's got some
Yeah.
forgiving to do.
Bye-bye.
Someone's got some forgiving.
Why'd your mom name you Israel? Was that a?
Nah, so actually, I was going to mention this while you were talking about naming your baby. So in Nigerian or Yoruba culture, when you have a baby, you meet the baby for about a week first. So you're in the house with the baby for about a week, get to know the baby a bit, and then
Indians do that.
That's what
Then you have the naming ceremony, right?
Yeah, naming ceremony.
Yeah, I went
Yeah,
to
we're talking- oh no way, you went to one. Yeah, so we don't do baby showers. That's a new thing now in Nigeria. But we still have naming ceremonies, and then, like say people from my mom's side and my dad's side, important people like my mom and dad's parents gave me a different name. My dad's parents gave me a different name. My mom's big sister or favorite, sister or something. So Israel was the name from the pastor, from God, that was ordained by me. So then Mobolaji was the second name that my parents, they gave me that name.
Mobolaji.
Mobolaji.
That's fire.
Yeah, so it means born with wealth, born with riches. So each of my names have meanings. So,
Mobolaji.
Yeah.
Do you still
That's
have
what
that?
Israel means, actually.
Is it? Hey, man. And like the people of God.
Mobolaji. That's fire.
It's Israel, Mobolaji, Temitayo, Oduayo, Oluwafemi, Olabi, Adesonya. So that's all my names. But then again, as the pastors doing the religious leaders doing it.
What poor girl got it when you say my name?
She's like,
Whose pussy is that?
as the religious leaders doing it, and then they have like sugar, salt, water, honey, and then we'll dip the finger in the water, say this is the essence of life, and have a proverb about it, and then Sagunya, I don't know, like some type shit like that. But then, yeah, I think it's beautiful. I think it's a cool thing to do.
Did they have like the throwing of money too?
That's normal. We do, bro. We went to church. I just came back from Nigeria. Man,
Son,
this is why
like the strip
that's why I love strip clubs. This is why I like strip clubs.
People making it rain.
This is why I like
there in his underwear.
I want this man. Well, again, we're back in Nigeria at church, and then the offerings, we did the tithing and whatnot. But then we went back from my dad being ordained as a minister in this church, and then to celebrate, and then that's more money for Jesus, So, and it just looks cool because naira and dollars don't compare. So when you take a $500 over there, it's like
You let it rip.
let's get the stuff. And it's cool, man. Even in the clubs, we were at the club there, and the vibe was so cool, man. Saxophone is playing as they're playing real hip hop, R&B music in the club, and the drummers, and then you're just there like this, and then. Man, I like that about our culture. We're not scared to flex. Like Nigerians in Africa, we're the biggest flexers.
Yeah.
We taught all Africans or everyone else how to flex. Washing your hands with champagne, that shit. We started that. Yeah.
I didn't even. But I never heard that one.
I think you better just say washing your hands. I was about to be like, whoa, all right.
With champagne
over here. Whoa,
You have seen that one with the African dudes flexing the water?
Yeah.
You've seen that one, right? Where they,
with the
pouring out water and shit.
what's up, bitch? Yeah. Not those ones.
No, but the name Israel means like it was given to Jacob.
Shut up
I
about
want to
it.
hear it. Tell me.
You don't know what his name means?
Yeah, tell me. I want to know.
I'm joking. I'm
Jacob
joking.
was named Israel. It's one who struggles with God. So it's like that entangled with an angel or something godly.
Jacob wrestled God.
Wrestled God, came out strong, and that was the name given to him. Israel.
Wow.
Which is crazy, right?
It's like it's a connection between the divine and the human, and then he came out strong.
I forgot about that
wrestle
Bible.
with God,
I forgot about that Bible story. When you said it now,
Us
I'm like,
Christians
boom.
wrestle with God every single day.
A lot more wrestling to do.
Bro, the funniest Jew story that y'all got in the
I like
Torah.
when you pointed him and you said, that was fire, dude. Let him know. Let him know.
The funniest Jew story.
Yes, let him know who the boys are.
Give me garlic. Come on. No, the funniest Jew story is when Abraham and God's about to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah, and then he tells Abraham, "Yo, I'm going to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah."
And then they tried to make a deal.
Yeah, exactly,
They
bro.
tried to make a
Abraham's
deal.
nephew was living in Sodom, and they were like,
that's
Let me
on
buy up that
What
land.
if I give you all the girls in town?
"No, better."
What if I
Bro,
give you my daughters?
God goes, if there's 50 righteous people, I won't destroy it. And Abraham's like, all right, bet. And then he's like, oh fuck, there's not 50. So then he goes, what about like 45? You won't destroy it. And he's like, all right, I won't. And he gets him down to 10.
Yep.
And literally
good. They're
negotiates
good.
with
Like
God.
bartering with
They
God.
are good.
And God's like, oh,
That's
yeah.
the wrestling. That's how Jewish wrestling.
There is Jewish wrestling. It's called negotiating. Yeah. Jiu-jitsu.
On him. Yeah.
We
I
have
like that.
T-shirts called Jiu-Jitsu.
New merch.
Yeah. The spar mitzvah.
Oh, that's another
Okay,
one.
so
The gefilte fist.
I was thinking.
I don't know what that is.
It's a sexual move.
It's like some fish that they eat.
Oh, real?
Good.
Yeah.
Fish.
But gefilte fist is what you said, right? Yeah. That's what it smells like afterwards.
Nice.
Are there any Jewish UFC fighters? There's a couple, right?
It must be. I can't think of any right now. But back in the day, a lot of boxers were Jewish. Back in the day, years ago.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. UFC fighters. They don't
There's
have to
popular
anymore.
like
They're
judo
rich now.
fighters. They do well in the Olympics. Judicas. But
Sure.
I have a question.
Yes.
Izzy, I know you're a big fan of anime and video games and all of that. When you were a kid, I don't know if you had the same thing. When I was a kid, I watched a lot of Dragon Ball Z, and I would just imagine I'm whoever it was at the time.
Yeah.
You sort of got to grow up and be them. You got to be Goku or Gohan or Trunks or whoever your guy was. Who was your guy when you were a kid? And also, if you were in that world now, if you were in their universe, who would you want to fight the most?
Oh, that's a good one. Okay, so
That's a good question,
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know where you were going.
I was
for
ready
a
for
while.
that to
I
suck.
know. Because you were sworn it was a
good fucking question.
It took a
dude.
long time to get there, but
I'm not
that was
thinking
good.
Worth
got
it.
there.
That
It was
was
good.
good, Miles.
Thank
Go
you.
on.
So for me, whenever I do fights now, like example, the Anderson Silva fight, I had Rock Lee in my mind. So when I was getting introduced, I took the weights off. Bam. Roy Whitaker, the Death Note. Depends. I always have a character I like to embody or a moment. Even when I fought Pereira the second time, I was Jet Li in Unleashed. Like, it doesn't have to be anime, but like a character I relate to. As a kid, Power Rangers, Ninja Turtles, Action Man. It was a lot. Like, we used to just pretend to fight in the fields as a kid. If I would go back now, Power Rangers was like one of the top at the time.
Which one?
Yeah, which Ranger?
Come on, Black Ranger.
Yeah, it was
Either
called
him or the
Android,
Red
yeah.
Ranger. But the Black Ranger, because it was relatable, but the Red Ranger, he was cool too. But if I was gonna, let me see, damn. If I
Didn't
go
one of them
back.
kill somebody with a sword?
Oh, for real?
Yeah, the green.
Or the yellow?
Tommy?
Was the yellow Asian?
Tommy.
The
Yeah.
yellow was Asian.
That's kind of
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah,
That
I
was
mean,
Asian.
it's
Yeah, black was black, yellow
Yeah.
was Asian.
The white
White was
one went
white.
to my elementary school. The
Well,
white was the coolest
he's-
kid ever.
He's an MMA fighter now, I think.
Nah.
The White Ranger.
He was an
Is that
MMA
Tommy?
fighter.
He was an
Tommy
MMA
was
fighter.
green. And then
Oh.
was the same guy. He
Zach was
he
black,
played
that's what I
white
remember.
and the
He died.
Yeah.
But there was the Green Ranger, I think, killed someone with a sword.
Damn. That's on bar. That's like
Yeah,
what you're
that's
supposed to
method.
do. Yeah. Method acting.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow, yeah.
He did,
was
right?
Yeah, Power Rangers star admits to killing roommate with a sword.
Oh, admits to
Whoa.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
Why?
Crazy.
He or she?
He had a roommate. That's sad. Ain't that the saddest part of the whole thing? Fucking Power Ranger had a roommate, dude.
You wanna hear crazy-
He was in a flex 3-bedroom.
Crazy Power Ranger stories.
Yeah.
The first cast of Power Rangers were really popular, and they were like, "Yo, we want more money." And it was a non-union set, and they just fired all of them and brought new kids in.
And nobody gave a fuck.
Yeah, thing keeps moving.
They thought they were bigger than the brand, man.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we got to take a break for a second because we need to talk about your pants game. Some of your pants games are crazy out there. I mean, like, I don't have no clue who decided that the stiff, uncomfortable fabric squeezing your family jewels was the key to looking sharp. I think we can all agree it's not. I think comfort is key, okay? Honestly, there's some of the denim out there that's absolutely destroying your gift basket, if you know what I mean. So here's a holiday gift from Santa Schulz to you. Those days are finally over. Public Rec's Daymaker pants are here to make sure you stay comfy and classy this season. They feel like your favorite sweats, but look like tailored pants. They are super stretchy with an elastic waistband, so you can rock them anywhere, anytime, whether you're watching a holiday movie with wifey, going through leftover Thanksgiving food, or watching bowl games with the boys. These pants got you covered. They also got your pops covered, matter of fact. They also got your bro covered. It's a fantastic gift. It's a fantastic gift. Give the gift of comfort to yourself or your family this holiday season with Public Rec's Daymaker pants. And for a limited time, you get 20% off your entire order with the code FLAGRANT at publicrec.com. That is 20% off when you use the promo code FLAGRANT at publicrec.com. Now let's get back to the show. All right, guys, let's take a break for a second. You like gift baskets? Of course you do. Who wouldn't like a gift basket? There's no person on this planet doesn't like a gift basket. You know what else is awesome? Buy Optimizer's Black Friday deal starts now, guys, and they're giving away a free gift. What do you think it is? What do you think it is? You think it's a gift box? No. Do you think it's a gift tray?
Gift wrapping?
Gift wrap? No. Do you think it's a gift backpack? No. It's a motherfucking fucking buy optimized gift basket right on your doorstep.
Let's go.
Moses might be in that
We need
bitch.
a bell like the stock exchange.
Ding, 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 ding.
Gift basket.
You might not be able to change all the chaos out there, but you can start supplementing with one key nutrient to improve your sleep quality, as well as over 600 other biochemical reactions in your body. Okay? Matter of fact, it's actually, there's data to prove that the greatest biochemical reaction you'll ever have is when you first receive a gift basket. Now, Magnesium Breakthrough is the only product that has all the magnesium forms in one convenient bottle. You'll open less bottles, ding, 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 spend less money, ding, 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 and still get the top 7 forms of magnesium for better sleep, stress management, help balance your hormones, improve your mood, and feel refreshed all in one bottle.
Let's go.
That's almost as good as a gift basket.
It's a gift bottle.
It's a gift bottle. It's almost as good as a gift basket. Point is, right now, for the entire month of November, Bioptimizers, the makers of Magnesium Breakthrough, are having a Black Friday blowout sale on all their products. All month long, you will get discounts with our unique code FLAGRANT, plus access to up to $100 in free gift baskets with your purchase. So go to bioptimizers.com/flagrant. Use the code FLAGRANT to get your discount and free gift basket today. And one last thing, you gift basket bastards. You should all know Bioptimizers supplements are the best in class. If for some reason you feel differently, you can get a full refund up to 1 year after your purchase, no questions asked. And keep the gift basket.
Oh, shit.
That's a deal. Again, the link to go right now for the exclusive deal is bioptimizers.com/flagrant with the code FLAGRANT. Let's get back to the show. Yo, Mark and Joey had a great comedy show. They put on their comedy show at Mary Lou's.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for doing it, by the
Of
way.
course.
I
of course.
appreciate it.
It was very fun. And it's this spot that is on, was it St. Mark's between 2nd and 1st?
Yep.
And how often are you guys going to do it?
Right now, once a month.
Yeah.
And then hopefully more.
We'll see what happens.
People come out.
I think it's a great, it reminded me a little bit, there was this spot, Cabin. Do you remind me of Cabin?
Yeah,
Like this,
yeah.
the place is much cooler than Cabin, but the vibe of Cabin was there was like a bar area where people could hang out and chill. And then there was like a room for the show. And so I think that it could build into something like that. So if you're in the city, man, go check out the show.
Thank you for saying that.
Yeah. It was fun.
Wait,
It was
who's
cool.
doing sets tonight?
You? I don't know if I was gonna, but then
I'm on, baby.
Yeah. Last night was fun.
You guys have fun?
Yeah, it was good. Just the host was funny. Some of the guys that came up and girls. Yeah, it was a good show. I like the vibe.
Yeah. I feel like you thought the show was all right last night.
Yeah, I mean, come on, it could have been.
I wanted to stay, bro. I was exhausted.
I know.
I got a baby, bro.
I understand.
That baby's up at 6 every morning, no matter what. I don't care about my show. But I wanted you to come out. How was Austin, bro? I saw you living it up in Austin.
Bro,
Did
so
you
for
do
me-
Kill Tony?
Nah,
I thought you were gonna do it, man.
because they film on Mondays. But I just wanted to be at the comedy mothership and just see. Because again, and I said this for me, as a fan of these guys, and even us, like we're friends now, but meeting these guys for the first time, like Hans Kim, Ari, and them.
You probably watched them so much
Yeah,
online.
so I'm just
It's
like,
a cool moment to see them.
This is cool. And again, I know for them, if they feel the same way, but I'm a fan.
Trust
so
me,
I'm always a fan.
they're way more excited.
Yeah, but I'm
They're
excited.
way more excited.
I kept on telling Tony, I was like, I'm so proud of you seeing this apartment. I was like, man, this is fucking cool. I told him probably like 7 times.
Yeah.
And I like the way he just takes pride in himself, just walking around and showing us like, yeah, I did this shit. Because he's so little, but he's such a boss. He's just
I mean,
yeah, I did
it's
this shit.
it's amazing what they've built that show to be.
Yeah.
Like Kill
Yeah.
Tony,
It's so good.
Yeah.
and they built it, man.
And he's thoughtful about every aspect
They
of
got
it.
it out
Built
the
up.
mud.
Because it was
They got it out the mud.
The one at MSG. I told him though at the end, I didn't like the fact that they rushed the second show at the end. I was like, what the that was my complaint.
Yo, Dove can speak on this. Dove can speak
But
on this.
he said it was because Madison Square Garden had a fine for $100K if they went overtime.
It might even be more.
True.
Like you got to get out that venue, bro.
Yeah, like,
You got to get out that venue.
Yeah, because they were just like the next people. They didn't even have the buckets. They were just like, cool, boom. This guy comes up. Like all the comedians they hadn't said. They were like 30-second sets. Quite cool. Thank you. We got to keep it moving.
Yeah.
And I was just like,
Nah, it's
but that's just me as a Karen.
because
complaining.
now you know what it probably is. There was probably an event the next day, and they
Yes.
started loading in that night before.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Because to you're selling at MSG, but to
Yeah.
the venue, they're like, that's Tuesday.
Yep.
Like,
we got other shit.
Like,
Wait,
that's so
question,
crazy.
do you guys have like a production trailer whenever you go around the world? Do you have like a what do you call it, like a set or something that you have to say lighting or that, or is that supplied by
You
the
want to know
venue?
some crazy shit?
Tell me.
We were on this tour for months.
Yeah.
And I never really like inquired on how like we got all the lights and shit.
I'm like, Val, I was about to say.
I was like, I
You're
knew
a
the-
fucking mensch.
Every time I would show up, the lights would be there, and I'd be like, that's fire. Like, I
It
guess
is astounding how much Dove does, and you have no fucking clue.
yo,
He
shut
just
up,
found out.
shut up, man, shut up.
He was sitting. No, he was sitting. You
Can I-
tell
can
him
I-
Charlie and
I
MGK.
showed up to the fucking venue once. I forget where we were, and there was like two
You're a good man.
18-wheel
You're a good friend.
trucks
That's
outside.
what I'm saying. So you guys
You're
have
a
that.
good fucking friend.
MSG.
I showed up.
Does he bring it?
It
Or
wasn't
do you guys-
MSG. It was somewhere else. It was showed up, and I walked out, and I was like, "Damn, who's here tomorrow?" Because I thought it was like Guns N' Roses or something. I was like, "Who the fuck is performing?" And then I remember Dove and Cheryl were like, "This is our stuff," and I go, "We got two trucks
We got
worth of
4
shit."
Oh,
on a
shit.
big show.
Yeah.
we have 4, but it was crazy. We
You
were
see how much money they're wasting?
No. He's definitely on it. He's definitely.
Oh, no,
he's
he
bargaining.
is.
Yeah.
No, but he didn't even know until for MSG as an example, like
Yeah.
Drake or Travis Scott for an MSG show. That's 25, 35 trucks that are out there.
Oh, shit.
And we're talking about the 18-wheel,
Yeah, I know the
trucks.
ones.
Yeah.
And he's talking at MSG. Everything needs to be unloaded by forklifts. So you've got dozens. They're just all lined
It's
up
pretty
ready to
awesome
unload
when you
this.
see everybody put it together, but also when they take it apart.
Yeah.
Like, and they are.
On the UFC,
But he didn't know.
the
He didn't know a
tightly
few
run
days
shit.
ago
Yeah.
from Jelly Roll telling you how many trucks he had, and I'm like sitting there saying, "What time was your load in to get this all up?" And he's like, "Walk and chalk it, 3 o'clock in the morning." And Andrew's like, "Yeah, what time you doing that?" I was like, "Yours was at 6 a.m." He says, "I didn't see that." I was like, "We saw it." You walk into an empty shell, and there's
build
forklifts
out the whole
outside,
shell.
and it's in, and there's a whistle that blows, and then now the rigging crew comes in, and now this, and then you.
So even if you have to go say Abu Dhabi, when you do that, do you have to transfer all your stuff over there?
You'll get
rent it.
local vendors.
Oh, you get, okay, I see.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
bet.
like I would say our show is probably has a lot more elements than the average stand-up show.
Yeah.
But I would
It's a-
say
it's a
that Kill
production.
Tony is a production too, so
Yeah.
they'll have multiple trucks.
Yeah.
But I think the average stand-up show doesn't do it like that. I think a lot of guys just show up and like whatever's here, they do it. And we did that for years. But
Y'all have flames.
we just wanted to see what we could do, and also like there's a part of you that selfishly you want to put on the best show. There's also a part of you that like at least my relationship with the people who come out to the shows is like they've built this with me.
Yeah.
Like I have like this insane gratitude. I feel so guilty. Like if they'll come to me and they'll ask me like, "Oh, this thing is fucking to put a screen, it's another 10 grand." And it's like, but what if the people can't see? Like those people probably came to 5 shows, like, and now they're going to be at MSG, and that's we have to spend.
Yeah, they gotta share
So
it
you
with
you do feel this like immense gratitude. I don't know if I'd have to ask a comic that like they were in movies first and then they did comedy. I wonder if they feel that same
Like
relationship.
responsibility. Like
I don't know if they do, and they
Yeah.
might, but I feel like it has to be the best show they've ever seen.
Here's a question for you guys, both of you. I remember when I filmed my special, I put all this money into it, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I'm spending all this money on. Then you walk in and you see, I don't know, 50 people, 100 people working on
what
this
it is,
thing.
yeah.
And then I remember thinking to myself, and y'all are doing it on a much larger scale, I remember thinking, oh, all of this is for me. And you feel, I had to block it out pretty quickly because it's like a lot, but you're like, when you walk into MSG, you see all these people working 6 a.m. How much pressure do you feel where it's like, oh, all of this is for me? I gotta fucking deliver. Like, not just the fans that are coming, these people whose jobs are building this stage for me, putting this screen up for me, building this ring for me. Do you feel that? Because I felt that for a second, and I was like, that will swallow me.
Not
the
really,
bigger it
like,
gets.
like Zane, it's not my money, it's Dana's money. So I don't mind. I'm like, that's cool. But again, I've heard from behind the scenes, there's only been ever 2 fighters that do like a ring walk beforehand, like go to the venue the night before. That's me and John Jones, the only 2 that go there and prep and just kind of have a little look-see. So when I did the one in Melbourne where I danced, I told everyone on the mic, please, I know if you're in the working, just don't film, nothing like that, rah. Then I did it. But then I felt like, I'm gonna fucking kill this shit. I just felt like, I just knew, I didn't really feel pressure because I went to bed that night watching the rehearsal and just, that's how I fell asleep with my phone in my hand, just like again, this is gonna fucking blow. So it took my mind off the fight, and I was able to just be like, fuck. And then so it wasn't pressure. It was just like I was just like, I'm gonna fucking kill this shit.
Yeah,
that's how I felt.
Yeah, I don't feel the pressure of that, but I do feel the gratitude of it at the end. Like, we'll a lot of times go back to the venue and like maybe we'll go to a seat where people are watching, and because it's weird. Being a human is weird. You get used to unbelievable shit. Like, I'm sure that's what happens with you. You get used to going in there and like fighting a guy who's trying to kill you. Yeah. People get used to war. Like, there's just part of being a human being. We can get used to these like wild circumstances. So you can get used to performing in an arena, but since you don't do that often. I've been back at MSG since I performed there, and I'm like, we performed here twice. Like, your fucking brain explodes when you're looking at another place, and that's where the gratitude sets in. Yeah. When you see all the people working to like remove the floor, you start going, whoa, how fucking lucky am I? Yeah. But it's not daunting beforehand. Like, there's like one objective.
Yeah, the first time I ever felt it, I remember when I was in Wildin' Out, and I wasn't even big on Wildin' Out. But we go to the premiere party. I bring my friend who's not in the business, and he's like, dog, so many people's livelihoods depends on you doing well on this show, and not me specifically, but in general. And that was the first time it ever occurred to me. And now, again, if I think about it too much, I get overwhelmed. But I'm like, fuck, that's always.
You can't think about it too much. You just have to just accept it for what it is. Like, peek at it, like understand. Okay, this is what it is. Yeah. And the one you talked about was after I fought first time in MSG with Brunson. The next night I went to watch the Knicks play, and that's when I was kind of like,
what the?
I remember you going. Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, this was. I fought there last night, and now it's a fucking the basketball is a plane.
There's a logo there.
Derek always says this to us whenever we're doing an arena. Derek opens the show. Derek Poston,
I saw him in Austin.
Yeah, and he always says this. He's like if we're doing an arena or something, he goes, you know, it takes 2 basketball teams to sell this out.
That's a bar. Yeah.
That's fire.
Facts.
Like, if the Knicks just show up.
No one's gonna sell it out. I heard. I mean, I love the Knicks, and I don't really follow basketball, but
we winning it all this year.
Yeah, I've heard.
Shout out, Cat. Welcome to the city, Big Purr.
Can we go through a couple fight videos?
Yeah,
and then you just break down kind of what we got going on.
Okay, that's a great.
Talking about street fight videos.
That's a great idea.
I mean,
do you have some hits? Do you have some of the greatest hits?
Try and think.
That's fire.
What's a good one?
That's fire.
Street fights.
Okay, what we got?
Okay. Oh, got popped. Yeah. Nice recovery. The hair helped him. I called him a nigga too. Nice. Let's go. Okay, now square up. He's got to put his hair away because his hair's going to be a hindrance maybe. But he's going to hide on him. Other guys go back by the wall. Square it up.
He's got.
Asian guy calling the white guy a nigga. That's fucking. Oh no! See, I don't support that. No, that's bad.
They not taking off his belt. I know they're not doing that.
Damn.
Why they took off his belt?
That wasn't even a fight. That was just a guy getting cheap shotted.
Why'd they take his belt off?
Yeah,
nobody else focusing on that part. That is crazy.
Lock the doors.
Yo, they cut the video right after they took his belt off.
Find a fair one.
It's not even a nice belt.
Like street fight video. See, that was.
What is going on?
Yeah, who knows what happened after? I'm glad it cut off.
Mark, that made me feel uncomfortable that you brought that up.
Boy, I didn't know what it was, bro. I didn't know.
Let's go next one. That's a better one. Oh, nice. I like this one. Leg kick. Oh, I've seen this one. Yep, cool. Okay, established range.
They go.
Not swinging. Move. Oh, took the shoes off.
Shoes are
now we on. There we go.
Put the shoes back on.
Black Asian guy's on.
Son, Asian guy got a nice
boom,
right.
nice. Oh,
he got a nice right.
You know why the other guy shouldn't have just kept on walking in? He did the same thing. Oh, that's nice of him though. Put him down and then try and help him back up.
Nah, that's disrespectful.
Yeah,
don't knock me out and then
try and help him. Nah, I think white guy, his problem was he was just rushing back in after getting clipped and like, cool, let's do it again. That's ego. You have to just pull back and reassess and do something different.
Yeah.
Spit at him.
Yeah, do that. Spit in his eyes. And then you do something.
Yeah. What was that guy who would prank the dudes? He'd talk shit and then get naked.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that.
That's so good.
But again, that's the way to do it, though.
Bro,
if you want to really.
Have you seen that Key Peele sketch, man? Where it's Mike Tyson and he's Jordan
Peele
Yeah.
is Mike Tyson,
Yeah.
and he's going up against another boxer. I
seen
think
it.
and he starts saying what he's gonna do. This boxer's like, I'm gonna beat him up. I'm
Oh,
coming out
yeah,
with
the
it."
fight promo
And
thing.
The fight
Yeah.
promo, and then Mike Tyson goes, I'm gonna fuck you in the ass. And then he
People kept
keeps
saying,
on going.
people kept saying that was Drake and Kendrick, and Drake was the guy that was like kind of being playful with it, and Kendrick
Yeah.
is the guy that was like,
No,
I'm gonna
no,
take
no,
his
no.
soul from his body.
Yeah. I'm gonna fuck you in the ass, and I'm gonna kiss you, and then we're gonna date, and I'm gonna tell you certain things about you that I'm uncomfortable sharing, but I'm gonna
Is that
share
what- what?
anyway. Like, bro, that shit was diabolical.
This is gonna be. Oh, yo.
So this video has everything, I think.
First of all,
Okay, I see.
got a
you. I
Brazilian
see
in
you.
there. See Dove looking. I like it. I see you.
All right, you ready?
Let's go. Oh.
Is this Austin? It's got to be
This
Austin.
is Austin,
for
Texas.
sure.
Oh, 6th Street.
6th Street.
A 5v1. 5v1.
Oh, no way. Oh, for real. 5v1. Nah, that's dumb. I don't like street fights, eh?
Yeah, it gives me
Again,
anxiety.
yeah, I just think it's not worth it. And my ego's in check. See all this? Because you can get cheap shot from the back. Like this guy about to get cheap shot at the guy in the black.
there you
He
go.
just
That's
didn't,
one.
again, lost focus.
Yeah.
Took his eyes off the target. 5v1. Boom. Everyone
3v1.
slinging.
Oh, he
That's
was down
dumb.
a little bit.
Run. Whoop.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, Austin will be wild. Oh, he's just swinging.
He dropped 2 so far. He dropped
That's why I have to
2
keep
so
moving. I
far.
like what he's doing. Keep moving and keep hitting. Never stay in one place. He's moving and hitting. People
That's
clapping.
what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Cops pull up.
Because he won.
Oh, that's it?
Mark, find the video of the skater fighting like.
Oh,
That's a classic.
iconic one.
Yeah,
That's
I know that one.
This video ended rollerblading.
Yeah.
This video ended rollerblading. That was it.
Yeah, that was
Wait,
a classic.
skater fights.
17
7,
dudes.
5 guys. Yeah.
Skateboarder fights 4 skaters, I think.
Yeah. No, that was a good one again. Good strategy. Right
This
there.
is
Top
like
one.
an iconic.
Classic. Yeah, it's original. Takes his shirt off.
This guy's a legend.
Yeah, man.
Mike Valley. Yeah.
I think I've seen him talk about it as well. They called him a skater.
Yeah.
Again, I like that.
Market.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, yeah, true. No, it was written right there. I'm just quoting. Oh, that's it. Boom.
Oh.
Again, strike hard, strike first. In a situation like this, you can't wait for them to, I'm going to be the righteous one. Let them hit me first.
Ain't that Karate Kid strike hard, strike first?
Right. They was right.
Oh, take down.
And you going down, my
Boom,
boy.
boom,
Bang.
boom. Turn around straight away. I like it.
Oh, he been in some tussles
Yeah, I
before.
know.
Yeah.
Mike Vallely's like street kid.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Mike Vallely.
I like that market.
Michael Ailey?
We always looking out, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate.
Wow. I mean, there's a whole YouTube page with millions of views.
But I like that with Street Fight
Texas street
Companion.
fights.
Yeah,
Mike-
yo, Big Kev loves this
Yeah.
page.
Stylebender.
Yeah, but David, Street Fight. He's the producer of Freestyle Bender, so he kind of lets us know if it's kosher, if you will, on brand. Street Fight Companion.
Would you do any like
Commentating?
commentating?
Not now.
Do you
Like
have
even the breakdowns that I do, I give really basic insights into things. I don't try and give the sauce.
Yeah.
I don't want people to know how I think. I did a little bit during COVID when I did the breakdowns early on of my old fights.
Yeah.
And then usually was kind of like,
Oh,
stop
you're
that
giving
shit.
away the juice.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, okay, my
but
bad.
like, let's say one day in the future, 20 years from now, something like that. Would that be something?
That'd be fun. That'd be fun.
You and Volk, dude, together,
Oh,
just
bro, that'd be-
commentating
yeah.
after you both retire would be
Yeah.
so good.
I mean, I'd do something for the UFC just for fun, for the lulz. But
So
yeah.
you know how the NFL, I don't know if you watch NFL football, but they do a Manning cast on Monday nights. We're both Manning brothers. They have the regular commentary, but you can also go to ESPN2 or whatever.
Peyton and Eli
watch
Manning
both
were these
Peyton and
iconic
Eli Manning
quarterbacks, yeah.
just talking during a game.
Yeah.
You and Volk doing that, you Volk and Hooker doing that could be
Yeah.
just so good.
Just viewing and just kind of like what we're going to do tonight.
Yeah.
Just watch party type
It's
shit.
also fun because, and like, that's why I think having a guy like DC in there is so valuable. It's
Yeah.
like a guy who
Michael
knows,
Bisping.
Bisping, another
Fighter,
one.
former champions.
Like having people who have been in there and they may or may not know
But
what the fighter is feeling.
sometimes they be saying some shit. And I'm like,
no, they get it wrong.
yeah, no, not even that. It's like their emotions
Get the best of them.
Yeah. And like, I'm like, be neutral. You can see it.
Oh,
You can see
really?
it. Yeah, you can see it. But again, that's why you have professionals like John Anik and Rogan as well, who can just try and be, even if Rogan is a friend with someone or John Anik, they can kind of like separate themselves. But fighters, we are emotional beings. Yeah. So we sometimes, like Michael Bisping, shout out to him because one time in Vegas, my second or first year in the UFC, first year in the UFC, after I fought Brad Tavares, he comes, I'm at a pool party, I'm shirtless, and then he comes up, sees me, gets on the fucking bar. There's the fucking guy, takes his shirt off and all this. But then we have a real DNM. And he tells me like, I probably said a lot of things about you out of jealousy.
Oh, that was
And
cool.
I appreciated that.
Yeah.
And then he gave me some game. And then at the end of the night, he goes, check this. Boop.
He showed
Pops
you
his
the
eye out. I'm drunk. He's drunk. And I'm like, what the fuck? He's like, hold it. And then he's telling me, like, yo, this is the sacrifice you have to make. Sometimes you have to be careful who you fight, this and that. Make sure you get in here, do your thing, get your money and get out. Because this and this and that. And I'm like, cool. He's like, yeah, careful, cool. Give it back to him. And then that was it. So again, that's one of those moments.
Crazy.
I don't know if we took that. I took a photo with Jorge that night, but I don't think I took a photo with Bisping. But that was a moment. For about 40 minutes, we hung out, drank, and then we had that moment where we just talked for about 20 minutes after, and just like, oh shit. And he put his eye in my hand to let me know this is some real shit. This is what could happen to you if you don't, play the game right. So yeah, I appreciate those moments. Even with GSP, he always pops into my life, kind of like Avatar Roku in a way.
Okay.
He'll just pop into my life. Like in Austin, he just showed up, and again, dropping wisdom, boom, boom. And I'm like, yes, I need this. Thank you, master.
Yeah,
and then it's a mist.
Like having those people who have had that experience, like going from nowhere to the top, and you're now one of these people. It's interesting because like the behavior of most, I'm not saying this is you, but the behavior of most when like they're at the bottom and nobody notices them, there's like a freedom to that because you say wild shit about the people at the top because they're these mythical figures. They're not real. You've never met them. So they don't have families. They don't have emotions or whatever. And like, I've even noticed that like in our business is like, you start to get a little bit higher and then you start meeting these people. And then you realize everything you say on a podcast, everybody hears about it.
Yeah.
Like Kamala watched us do the rants or the roast 100%, or at least someone on her team, like, and you start going, oh wow, like these people are human beings. And then you start going like, you got to really believe what you say or really believe in the jokes of it. We're at a point now where like everybody hears. Yeah. And it's something you think about like when you start meeting them and you meet a lot of people that you think might suck that end up not sucking. And they end up being kind of like good people who are a little bit misunderstood or they really want to be famous. So maybe they do something that once you meet them, you're like, oh, you don't even really believe that, but you want to have success for whatever reason. You start to have like a lot more empathy for them.
You humanize them.
Yeah, 100%. And that's just like, it's just a wild experience.
Speaking of which, you trained with Zuck, right?
Zuck, yeah, that was fun.
Like
that
Zuck to me is not like a human being, so I can say whatever I want about him. And then you meet him, he's a fucking, he is a human being.
Yeah,
he's got a wife and some kids.
Bro, I love his setup. Again, I love who he is as a person. And when I went to spar him, I let him know. I was like, okay, because he invited us to his house. Yeah. And what a privilege.
The house with the bunker?
No, not the Hawaii one.
We're at Tahoe. And again, he's got a great setup. I love his setup. It's similar to what I have in mind for myself. But yeah. And then when we went to the gym to train and it was time to spar, I was like, right, too close. Pop. Cool. Okay. You're too close, pop. And then he was learning on the fly. And then he'd throw a leg kick. And again, hard leg kick, but I can take it. And then we were just going at it. But I didn't try to hurt him. I was just letting him know, like, if you really want to be about this, you have to be about this. And I respect the guy. He's game, bro. He is game. Like his technique's a lot better now. He had ACL surgery, I think, so he's getting better. But he's just passionate about the game. You wouldn't expect from a guy like that who's accomplished. Like, this is the guy that fucking owns Facebook and Instagram, and so for me, just to hang out with him and again humanize him. At the end, I was like, when I was like, man, you're a lot cooler than I expected. I appreciated just hanging out with him.
I feel like his rebrand has gone really well.
Insane.
Yeah.
There was an idea of him, and now that idea has changed completely.
But that's because it was through either the movie and people just their own perception till he decided to start being more active on social media and let people know who he is.
People only know what you share.
Yeah.
And if you share a certain thing that people tend to judge, like there is a little reflection on that where you go, oh, wait a minute. Maybe I'm partially responsible for this.
But most people don't think that unless collectively it happens. It's individuals, they don't. Then they follow the crowd and like, oh, I guess he's cool now. I'm going to jump on the trend.
Yes.
So yeah, but he's a cool dude. I always have respect for that guy. You ever met him?
I've never met him.
Nah, you and him will get along. He's like, at first when you meet him, he's a little awkward. Not standoffish, just awkward. But then once you get to know him, he's cool. Then he's just a regular dude.
Do you think some of it is getting humbled through like fighting, essentially? I would
I
imagine
don't know. Maybe
that-
training would be training because definitely every day you get humbled.
Every day.
There's no fake humility in fighting. It's not this like, oh, I want to act like I'm. Nah. You get your ass kicked. You know you sucked, and you get better, and then you do it to someone else, and then you suck again. So yeah, I think so. I think definitely fighting would have helped them because, and again, like for someone to actually want to do that, crazy, and I respect that. Someone who actually wants to get in there professionally, even if it's against Elon or whoever else, but he still will fight. I don't think Elon would fight him, but I think he'll definitely fight.
I think it's a good exercise though for powerful people.
Yeah.
Because when you're as powerful as he is, right? And we're not talking about just like regular power. Like every country, if he wants to call up a prime minister, he can.
Boom, easy.
Because think about the influence that Facebook has in that country.
Worldwide.
I mean, I imagine like a part of Elon buying Twitter is his ability to access every single leader in the world. Hey, I own this platform that
That's what
really
Cuban said, right?
Yeah, was that it? Was that it? Okay, yeah. So it was like I didn't know if it was an off-camera thing or
No, he's on camera.
So Mark Cuban was on and he was saying that like what an influence you have on the world. So Zuckerberg has it, and once you have that kind of power, they might not be real with you.
Yeah.
And
you're not a real person to them.
And it's easy to get intoxicated by that.
Of course. So like once you start doing something that is humbling, it could be a sport. It could be playing basketball and just getting fucking dunked on. But fighting is probably the ultimate humbling because you have to realize in that moment while you're being choked out, this person is choosing to not kill me.
Yeah. All the money in the world can't save me.
Nothing can stop that. And maybe he's clearly a smart guy, but maybe he's smart enough to realize that like his psyche needs that.
Yeah.
His psyche needs to be reminded, you're just a dude.
I think men are starting to understand, like, it's not just about, it's brain and bronze and you can be the richest, this and that, but then that, when you talk about that power dynamic, that's why all this fucking Wall Street guys go pay hookers to, like, lash them and shit on their chest
You know what
or
they
whatever.
do? There's this thing called white collar boxing in New York where they all,
true.
there would be this, like, Wall
We
Street
have that in New
dudes.
Zealand. Yeah, like all these guys, not Wall Street, but like businessmen, they do the charity boxing thing.
Yeah.
So they train for maybe 8-9 weeks and then
they
enter a
do their
boxing fight.
smokers, and we call them smokers here,
Yeah,
like it's like a
smokers, yeah.
non-sanctioned like amateur fight. But like, I think a part of it is like, hey, I need one to get out the energy, but also there's like a nice humbling.
They need it.
You need it to like learn and
Fight Club.
Yeah,
essentially,
Fight Club.
yeah.
Yeah, facts.
100%. No, it's good. It is.
Bring that back. That'd be fun.
Did Zuck say he actually wants to compete?
Yeah,
like
he does.
professionally,
even without because the Elon fight was like the thing that made it really popular in between them two. But even he said
not
after
professionally,
that,
but like to enter a tournament.
Yeah,
and, test your
like
skills.
a smoker, but again, he'll fight someone that's equally because he did the jiu-jitsu comp, and again, shout out to him, he did it under a different name till he walked on the mat, and people were like, "Oh shit!" And that was smart. So that way, people don't know I'm fighting Zuck. So then he did it under a different name, put up on the mat, and those who saw it, and he did well. He won the fight. So I think he will at that level, not like again professionally, just someone who can.
It's very easy to, when you get successful, to stop doing hard things. You have to do hard things. I always say it's a joke, but it's like he's addicted to making himself uncomfortable. And it's why he's so great, is he's not afraid to constantly make himself uncomfortable. And once you get money, it's very easy to be comfortable. And you see like the kids of wealthy people, oftentimes they shy away from but like they shy away from discomfort because they don't ever have to be discomfort.
They never have to be.
Think of the level of discomfort you had to go through to get where you are.
Yeah.
You had to go live in China. Fuck Chinese women.
Yeah. Oh no, that wasn't.
Oh no, sorry, that was good. That was really good. They're good at that. They're good at that. There's a billion of them. Yeah. No. But like the amount of fucked up shit you had to go through, right? And it's like if you just stop making yourself uncomfortable, what would happen up here? There's going to be a change.
I've been there. You know, there's ways I felt when I'm like, I can feel it. Like you're like, okay, I got to find a way to just. That's why I said the last every time I'm about to every night before I hop into the cold pool. My brain would always try and stop me. So I'd override that by just like, nope, I'm the master of my own body. And I'll just, boom, straight away dive in there, feel the thing, be in there for 2 minutes, go in the spa, then again. But the first one, it's always just that your brain's like, no. And you're just like walking through and I just, boom, dive in. So again, you do that reps, you kind of calcify your mind. Yeah. You make yourself the master of your own destiny. Yeah. And it transfers into other bits of your life where I have to go. So this camp, I'm going to find other ways to make myself uncomfortable. Might start going yoga because I don't really have a camp yet. So I have some free time. So I'll maybe do something different. Like yoga is nice. What else? I can't stretch like, these Lululemon chicks.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
I want to get to that level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to be able to stretch like them. you're saying. Yeah.
Get some fucking.
I feel like you're
rubber
flexible. You could do all the
Nah,
kicking
not like
and everything.
I'm flexible, but again, I'm 35.
It's
So I'm,
different, bro.
yeah, so I'm not the same. Like sometimes if I am not striking as often as I should be, takes me about a week and a half maybe to get my whoosh back.
Oh, really?
Nah, yeah, but when I was younger, I'd be out all night. You know,
Get out of bed, fuck somebody.
bro, not even sleep. Go to sparring and but I can't do that anymore because I'm older and I'm smarter now.
Yeah.
So I'm not as wild as I used to be, but still, time and place.
Yes, there's a time and place. Guys, anything else for the one, the only, the last Stylebender?
I don't know if you can talk about this, but the UFC recently settled the class action lawsuit with like a bunch of fighters.
Yeah.
Are all the fighters included in that class action?
I think it's from a certain period. So I don't really know too much about it, but I think it's from a certain period. And I don't even know if it's still going on. I think maybe he rejected it. So it's gonna, they're gonna do a mistrial, I think.
No, they're gonna do an actual trial instead of a settlement.
I see. Okay, so the judge did reject it, but again, doesn't include me. Includes some fighters from a certain time period. So that'll be interesting. We'll see what happens. Yeah.
Anything else?
That's a good answer.
Media train. Yo, you're media trained, bro.
Stylebender the film.
Oh, we want to talk about the film, bro.
I mean, you saw the film.
This is so crazy. We saw it over a year ago. I feel.
Look, so I'll say this. It was just sometimes some people can't see the forest for the trees. And I've always said I'm not local, I'm global. And at least now the movie can globally be seen. And I'm happy about that because you've seen it. You saw it wasn't really a fight documentary. It was a fight documentary, but it was more about, say, me dealing with this lifestyle, the spotlight.
Yeah.
And for me, the best picture I saw was a lady on a plane knitting, an old lady on a plane knitting, watching it. And someone sent me that, and I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
So that way it shows that it's not just a film about a fighter. It's a
I mean, there's a few storylines, but like what a magical one that like when they're making it, they didn't know that you're gonna beat Pereira the second time.
Yeah. No, again, they hurried it up because again, sometimes some people.
But that is included. That is included
at the end. They rushed that bit because I think they stopped filming before the Pereira New York fight. So then the film was then in post while that was happening. So they kind of put that bit at the end. But again, the story's still being written. But right now, this film,
it's about you and your fights with your own life and like how you're coping with these things. Yeah, I think that is. But there'll be another thing I think about that saga with you and Alex.
Yeah.
And I think that would be
30 for 30.
I think you got to get Bill Simmons or something like that to do it. Like, he was the guy who started the 30 for 30, so if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah. It's like, I think it's got to be that caliber. And but this is great because this is, if you're like a real fan of you, you get to explore like an emotional side of you that you'll share on pods and that kind of stuff. But like you're crying in it. You're like really talking about what makes you insecure, what makes you uncomfortable.
This is the most exposed I've ever felt on TV. So even the first time I got on a plane and I realized, oh shit, my film's on the plane.
Yeah.
I shut down. So I got into my seat. There was a whole family and I was really awkward. And in my head, I just assumed like people would be watching it and then, or maybe seeing it and then like, look at this. And I just felt so insecure about it. I'm fine now, but that was just the first time and I might have had an edible or something, so maybe be more sensitive. But then I was just very like, oh shit, I didn't want to be seen. So I just shut down for the rest of the flight. But I'm fine with it now, exposing myself, and now it's gonna be seen in North America. I think it's on Prime and Apple TV.
And Apple TV.
Yeah, globally.
Even YouTube, you can rent it.
Oh yeah? So, but again, it's like cool. This is me. I'm a human being. I'm a human animal. I have a range of emotions that can be seen in this film from when I was a kid to now. But again, if people are gonna take whatever they want to take from this, I'd say I practice what I preach when I talk about people dealing with their mental health because they don't want to get mentally ill, like physically. And I actually show them how to do it. Because most people who don't, they think, oh, I'm not crazy. I need to go see some therapist or whatever. But then I'm showing you, it's simple. Last time I went, I'll talk to Janet, would have been a month ago. Before that, I didn't realize when she told me, Izzy, it's been 3 years. And I was like, really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck.
So I was like, holy shit. And I just thought maybe like a year. And she's like, no, Izzy, it's been 3 years. I was like, are you serious? She's like, yeah. But then life the tools I got from her, right, helped me deal with a lot of things, and I just, cool. But then there's the residuals you don't know about that just pile up, and then you just, I'll deal with that later, but you don't know you're doing that. And they got piled up to a point that after that incident with the fucking dickhead, I was just like, nah, fuck this. So I kind of shut down. And then I like, yo, Janet, can we talk? Got some stuff up. I didn't want to bombard her. So when I get back home now, I'll talk to her about some new stuff and be like, right, I got this to deal with now. I've been piling up homework. So in that movie, when I show people how to do it, you know, I practice it as well. And I fall off. Like I said, it's been 3 years.
Every life change requires a reset.
Yeah.
Every single one.
Like having a kid.
Having a kid, and like it throws, you think you have it all figured out, and then you have a kid and you are back to zero.
Square one.
And you have to refigure it all out. And that, I mean, that's the important of having like a partner that's down to figure it out with you. Because that shit is, that's why you gotta choose that partner wisely. But I imagine in your life, every trying to become champion, becoming champion, like losing the belt, gaining the belt, like all these things. What is my new identity without the belt? Now I got it again. Oh my God, everybody loves me now that I have the belt again. Well,
But
maybe
I'm
they
aware of
never
it.
stopped loving me.
No,
Maybe
I'm
they
aware.
did. Maybe they just like all these things. If you just ignore and put to the side, you're going to deal with them through stress. And I thought that's what was cool about the film is you trying to fucking figure it out.
Yeah, I still am constantly. Like even now in this new level, you know, there's even in my personal life, I try and keep it as private as I can. But then in this film, there was one point the director was like, "We need a love interest." I was like, "Hell no!" I knew straight away. I was just like, because I knew at the time I was like, "This ain't it. This ain't the one."
Yeah.
But
There was sort of a love interest. In
but then she tried. I was like, "Nah, this ain't the one." Like
There was an
instinctively,
interest.
Well, it wasn't for me anyway. So
not the right casting. The casting wasn't right.
But look, I do get like FOMO, you know. You just had a kid, you did, he just got engaged. But thing is I'm grateful for is
Engaged?
Yeah, David just got engaged. In Tahiti, did all that. Yeah.
What's his name?
Nah, but
Love you, David.
She fucking changed him. Bro, so he lives, they kicked me out my
Everyone needs to know all this credit. I did some
He did some
did some
girlfriend
soul
door.
searching
But
too.
wait, watch this.
He's just a
The
hater.
house my first house I ever bought. He lives in now. They kicked me out, right? And then now every time I go there, it's always clean. And I'm like, why the fuck wasn't this place spotless when we lived together? But again, it's
They
because
bring out the best in you, these women,
she
bro.
did.
You get a good one, they bring out the best in you,
and
man.
I'm
telling
proud
you.
of him for that because of the growth he's had, and I see that. And then I was kind of getting to this point where I was just like, man, you know, I'm fine. Again, I'm a man. Shut up, dick pride, but still, you know, it's like, it'll happen. But then when I was golfing with Kelly early this year, he then tells me like, yeah, he's about to have a second one. I think it's not public news, but it's on a story on his Instagram or something. So he's had a second kid at 52.
Who, Slater?
Yeah.
Oh, the legend.
The goat. Yeah, my bad. Kelly Slater. Yeah.
That might have been the coolest thing about the Sphere is I got to like.
You met him. Yeah, he was there.
That was awesome.
He's the
Yeah.
man. Such
He
a
is
cool
the man.
dude.
He is
does
the-
not look 52 at all, or 53 now maybe, but just had a
He's
second
been
kid.
about the health forever, though. He's been locked
in
in
the ocean.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
the ocean.
But
does
go
something
on,
to
you
the
were
skin.
saying.
Yeah, but yeah, he talked to me about that and kind of him and one thing Bill Burr said years ago. Just kind of let me know like it's fine. There's no rush because again, if you start rushing. Because, you know, a lot of these girls, they do that. They try and like, it's like 35, but I need someone. And they find the wrong guy, settle down, have a kid with the wrong guy. And now you got to deal with that guy for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
That ain't me. I'm not trying to be that person. So, yeah, I'm just going to chill and probably one day share this part of my life. But at the moment, I like peace. And this is where I'm at with peace. It's just me, myself, and I. And then doing all this to better myself will attract not just that, but the best thing. Because already it's attracting the best like deals and positions for me. Like, look, we've got Broke Boy, we've got you know, his company that's doing well, and all these other things that are happening I can't really talk about right now, but it's because I'm just focused on me and being the best me. So yeah, I feel like I'm in a good place. But again,
It
still
will
in the
happen
race.
when it's supposed to. my
Yeah,
boy.
I'm still in the race.
too.
Yeah, me
Well,
too.
me too. So now,
Even when I was in
no.
LA, I said this, I tried to get on Riot for the last 2 years. They're still trying to process me. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to get on Hinge just to see what's up. But then Hinge is not what I thought it was.
Nah.
Wait, what was it?
And it's just like the whole fucking questionnaire you have to fill.
Riot didn't accept you. That's some
you
racist
kicked
shit.
on Riot?
Yeah.
That's some racist shit.
That makes me feel.
Oh no, we'll figure out that Riot.
Yeah,
thing.
no, I don't
Riot.
care.
Yeah,
No,
we'll
Ryan was more like, I'm just like,
He's probably not keeping you
let's see
off,
what's happening.
racist.
But then it wasn't. I was like, still. But then Hinge, I was like, they're all looking for
We're gonna make
something
some
different.
calls.
Yeah.
You're gonna do some damage on Riot.
Nah, that's what I'm trying to do, man. What I'm saying.
I'm saying.
Yeah, I was trying, but
You could walk outside for 5 minutes, you'll be fine.
Yeah, I'd rather if I'm gonna get rejected, I'd rather it happen the old-fashioned way, real life, face to face. You know what I mean? Rather than like swiping.
Yeah, why do you need a dating app? Like
I don't. But I just thought I'd try it just for the lols.
Just for the long.
Yeah.
You should see the girls in Auckland. They're not.
Damn, Vala.
been there.
Not
That's what I'm saying. While we're out here, we shoot.
What happened?
Not it.
Wait, why? What's the deal? They got too much sheep in them?
Nah, it's not, look, there's some really nice girls out there, but if you talk about per capita, like in New York and LA,
It's
you breaking
crazy.
your neck,
We're
you
spoiled. We're
Bro,
spoiled,
Yeah.
bro.
Bro,
It's
constantly.
crazy.
We're on the streets just like me and Matt, just like, what the fuck? I'm not even shy about it anymore. That's why in the airports, I just put shades on so I can perv in peace. You're allowed to look.
Yeah.
You're allowed to look.
They don't know.
Yeah, you're allowed to look.
They came
but-
outside.
Yeah, I'm outside.
Why they come outside?
Why you looking at me too?
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's the
You
same
know
rules. It
that.
goes
You
both ways.
notice
I
I'm
get
looking
looked
at you. You
Yeah, I'm looking at me,
Yeah.
looking at you, looking at me.
Exactly.
And I like those. They're fun. And you get some good interactions, but yeah, you get some weird ones.
Like what?
I had a stalker.
No.
Yeah.
That's my bad.
Yeah. Well, the one that I found, but
Wait a
then,
minute. What happened? What happened? What did she look like first?
so I had to, I sent this to my lawyer because I was like, okay, I need to get this on film just so he knows. And then he's like, right, you need to send her a restraining order. So I got her on the camera because she somehow found the ding dong. And when I asked her how, she goes, honestly, I don't.
Whoa, that's wild.
Hold on one second. That's not a stalker, bro. That's just.
She found a ding dong?
The number to get to my apartment. So yeah.
Nah, you gotta let her in, bro.
No.
She needs help.
Well, let me tell you. Oh, she needs help.
She
for
needs
real.
help. She needs
So,
help.
I mean,
She needs help. Yeah. She needs
but
help.
wait till
bro.
she turn around. I was
No,
like,
no, it's crazy.
I think she's Colombian too. So you know they're
That was that.
wild and
That was the Road Rage guy's sister.
nah, but so for
You
real.
can see it from the front.
Yeah.
That's fire.
But so one time she
The
ended
hell? How
up.
do you see it from the front?
No. So one time
Nah, you
she,
better than me, bro.
Nah,
I'm
but again,
single and I got girls just
Nah,
ding
but no.
dong.
Again, I'm glad I have a little bit of, discipline a little bit. Sometimes I don't. But this one I'm glad I did because if I did, then I'm pretty sure I'd have problems right now.
You got to jerk off to the security cam.
Yeah.
And if you're still into her,
Yeah.
then you let her in.
Why do you think he took that video?
Yeah, no, for the lawyer.
Keep it.
Yeah.
So then, but
That's what I call my dick too.
lay down the law.
Yeah, hung
Nah,
jury.
but
Yeah. The gavel.
no, but again, like shit like that doesn't happen all the time. But I'm sure people have stalkers that are really good that they don't know about for years.
They trap them up. All these NBA players.
Bro, the amount of older women that get with these young players.
Oh, but that's all game.
That's sad. Nah, but again, look, if like you see someone, you're like, cool, it's legal. It's legal.
They just know the game. Like they know,
They're hot. They're 42. They're like, cool, I'm gonna get you. You're 21. Bang.
And also, like the kids, I think this is a little bit different now, but like if you're a superstar athlete, you're famous at like probably around 14.
Oh, really?
In America, right? Because they start
College
recruiting you
football,
to all these things, like you're getting
basketball.
offers, and like they don't really develop the skills to talk to girls because they're just a superstar athlete and they're
Got
just
thrown out.
practicing
No game,
kind of.
no
So
game.
they don't really. So they're like kind of awkward and uncomfortable. And then this older girl that knows how to make them comfy. They got that maternal instinct.
Yeah.
They're also not really tripping when they're going out there like talking to other girls. They're not trying to lock them down like these young ones are. There, go have some fun. And like, oh my god, this girl's the coolest girl ever.
She's letting me do this.
Gotcha.
And these girls are technically also pedophiles.
Yeah, that also.
That's what I'm saying. That's
very
it's
important
legal.
thing. Yeah.
The guys are 21, whatever, it's legal. But
groomers.
I mean, yeah, groomers. But again, if it was the other way, I mean, Leo gets away with it, so.
Yeah,
You don't impregnate him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
I wonder if he
Catch and release. That's the that's the one. Catch
But
and
would you
release.
snip if you're Leo or like if you're somebody? Would you just freeze your sperm in a few different
You
places?
can put it back, right?
You can
Yeah,
put
you
it
can
back.
reverse it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
got to snip. You got.
I'm just too scared. I just Yeah.
No, don't snip.
Nah, hell no.
Yeah.
No. I'm good.
Yeah.
Again, when I was wilder, I never had a baby because I never pull out of a fight, but my pull-out game is
elite.
Elite. But then now again, I'm smart. I'm smart now. In Auckland again, it's just the cesspool is just everybody's fucked everybody.
That's the other thing. Like I imagine, like
small city. You know, Val. He was only there for a week, but he was just like,
this guy is a bad guy.
Yeah. Oh, I love him. That's why hey.
You know what he does? He does this shit. It is so fucking
I love it
bad,
though. I love it though.
If there's a dude that like will be like, come hang for whatever reason, it don't matter who it is. They might be coming hanging. And like they'll say, yeah, I just started dating this girl, right? And Val will do this shit all the time. Be like, oh, where from? He's like, oh, she lives in LA. And he'll be like, well, what's her name? And then he'll be like, oh yeah, Megan. And he goes, Megan. He does this every single time. He goes, oh yeah, Megan. And then he don't follow up. And the dude just sits there like,
what you mean by that?
This motherfucker dick down my girl? What exactly you mean by oh yeah, Megan?
The whole rest of the night is just in his head like, the fuck did Val mean?
That's an evil guy right there.
And Megan, do you know Val?
Yeah.
It's like, this guy. Val.
Isn't that a horrible thing to say? Oh yeah, Megan.
He's just letting them know.
Bro, you're an animal.
He does this a lot.
He does this a lot. We had some innocent fun, do we not?
Yeah, we did. It was innocent and fun. Yeah.
Nice. Didn't do anything.
Vala said you were crazy in bed.
Nah.
Vala said that. When you came back, you said,
do you know that? Shannon Sharp put up like a shirtless pic, and like Vala was looking, he's like, yo, look at Shannon Sharp. And Shannon's just looking jacked. And we're all like, damn, that motherfucker's jacked. He's like 50 years old. How is he so jacked? And Vala goes, yo, he must be crazy in bed. We're like, what?
And was I right?
You was right.
Vindicated.
Shout out Michelle.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Damn.
Anyway, listen, Izzy, we love you, bro. We are excited to be on this journey, man, and see what's next for you. And you know we're there to support.
Likewise.
Thank you so
always,
much,
brothers.
man.
Respect
Absolutely.
and love forever and
The last
ever.
Stylebender.
Respect. Flagrant crew.
Gang.
Still. Mwah, mwah. Love you.